short looping punches, uppercuts, hooks. So it's kind of Lopez's job to keep that distance, those straight punches down the middle. Nice body work, but a nice right hand lands.
Can't get comfortable, man.
And now sitting in the pocket, it's a different fight.
Yeah.
But Lopez still walking forward and getting aggressive.
Whoa.
Lopez unfazed by them short shots.
From a distance, Kenny. In the pocket, Garcia.
But you know, I tell you what, Lopez ain't shy about being in the pocket, though. He says, I don't care. You can hit me. I'm going to stand right here and blast you right back.
And there's that sneaky uppercut again.
That long range, Kenny's got a good jab and right hand, but that mid range is where he can get caught.
Man, you can hear these shots thudding against the face of Flores right now, as they are right in front of us, duking it out. Another 1-2 lands. This is where Kenny's got caught before.
Yeah.
Opening up while his opponent's on the ring.
There you go, see?
Right back again, man. And this guy, you got to understand.
Flores is tough, man. He's a tough guy.
Flores is very tough. The one thing Flores is doing is hitting with uppercuts, sneaky hooks where they're mixing it up. And then boxing is the punches that you don't see.
Those sneaky ones, see?
There it is. See? He hits it again.
Yeah, that sneaky uppercut.
Better round for Flores. Definitely landed more, was able to do a little bit more when he was pushed against the ropes, but Lopez, man, still landing those really clean, crisp 1-2s. So we take a look at the replay from that last round here. Flores trying to feint his way in, but just unable to get in. The only time he gets shots is when he backs himself to the ropes and Lopez kind of chases him there. It's the only time he can really land anything.
Right, and Lopez is doing a good job. He's doing everything off of the jab. You see his double and triple jabs before he's throwing the right hand, and I respect that, He's keeping his fighter honest.
But I do enjoy seeing Lopez willing to stand right in front of his opponent and throw some short shots as well. Even though he knows that's what his opponent wants to do to be able to land the counters, he still kind of has that stubbornness about him, that fighter in him that wants to go there and go toe-to-toe a little bit. Because he could easily dance around while he's on the ropes and hit him with the long shots, but he wants to land some short shots himself here.
Bang, yeah.
Nice long right hand. Just off the mark.
We'll see what kind of adjustments Flores can make going into this third round here. See if he might try to use some head movement or more feints to get in and land shots, but as you said, the feet of Lopez makes it tough to get close when you got that open ring there.
I'm seeing a little bounce on Flores as he's coming out in the third round, man. Some people are a slow starter. As I speak, 1-2.
He almost accepts that 1-1-2 so he can get Lopez close to him to land his shots.
Exactly, man.
Because that's the only time he lands is when he's on the ropes.
Lopez obviously has the better feet, you know what I mean? But he's comfortable with that. He understands his limitations and things like that, so he's waiting for him to come in and land something. There he is, touching him, touching him, touching him.
Block that one. I think he knows that's what's coming off of that ropes whenever Flores gets pushed back.
Yeah, Lopez is actually touching him a lot, man. I'd like for him to sit down on a couple of them,
More body shots here,
Yeah, because that 1-2 is landing, man, but sit down on it, put some power behind it. Sitting here and observing, knowing that Flores is an inside fighter, I don't think you just keep touching this dude. You got to sit down on it, get him up out of there, make him a little nervous.
That might help to make him nervous. That uppercut rocks the head back of Flores.
See Kenny retaking position. Kenny wants to stay long and stay at distance on this fight.
Yeah, he's trying to be in the center of the ring here. Oh, Flores, nice. Goes head to head, throws some good body shots, uppercut, hook.
Nice. Three-punch combo.
I see what you're saying, though. He's just kind of touching that those long shots there, Shell.
Yeah, he's not sitting on him. You got sometimes you got to throw a stiff jab.
Those look pretty stiff as they...
Yeah, throw them with intention. You get what I'm saying?
Rock the head there of Flores. Flores sneaks another one of those little sneaky uppercuts that he likes to throw. Straight right. Lands for Lopez. Lopez trying to figure out how the hell do I hurt this guy? I hit him so many times. He's just standing right in front of me. But like you said, he might have to throw a little bit more mustard, and it looks like he wants to, and he's trying to. Oh, he steps to the side, throws an uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
That uppercut is probably Flores' best shot.
Let me tell you, that's going to come into play. If Kenny gets tired, that uppercut's going to be a problem.
Good point, Shelly.
Nice.
More body work. He's, you know, Lopez is committed to the body a lot in that round. He's landed multiple hooks to the body, and I think he's figuring, man, I've hit this guy in the head so many times he don't seem phased, so maybe we try to take him out, kill the body, the head will fall type situation here.
That's what it is, man. At the halfway mark right now, both of these guys are identifying what's the game plan from the other person, and now they're going to start stepping forward with what they intended to do.
There's that body shot, the uppercut from Lopez there in the replay, and he takes a step off to the side, but there's that sneaky uppercut that
going through
Flores,
the guard.
Right up the middle. Man, you look like a little fatigue setting in. You said, you know, if Lopez gets fatigued, but looks like Flores is feeling those body shots here as we take a look into his corner in between rounds.
Damas y caballeros, este es el round número 4.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just getting started on round 4, and here we are with the action.
Round 4 for scheduled 6 here. Myself, Brennan Kyle, Shelly Hollis, George Toscano sitting in with us for a few fights here as we get this card started. Second bout of this Rising Stars here. We're back in Stockton.
Hey, nice high-low, double jab up top, right hand down to the bottom. I like that. Oh, you see what it is, man. He's starting to pick up on what he's throwing.
Oh, he's throwing some nice short shots, is Lopez now. Some good hooks landing to the top of the dome there of Flores. Oh, you can feel the pop when they land. These guys are right here in front of us. Sweat's flying with every shot.
Thought it was raining in here, man.
Yeah, right? I got to bring an umbrella to these Toscano boxing matches. But I tell you what, I hear Flores shots land too.
No, you absolutely
Even
do.
when they're blocked.
Yeah.
So they're coming with some heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice, 2 body shots.
big body shots, Shelly. Big body shots.
You heard, hey, there he goes again, taking off.
Oh, man.
You know what, at this point, I
Lopez
would want to see
feeling.
Flores to just step forward, make the fight happen. I wouldn't even fight this dude from a distance now. You already see what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Change the dynamics.
That's tough, though, because, again, if he steps forward, he's probably stepping into that 1-2.
You know, you gotta know what kind of fighter you are when you come into a fight. You get what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to do what it takes to win.
Yeah, if you don't fight at a distance from the gym, you damn sure don't come here on fight night and do it this night. You step to the opponent, you make your presence felt, and you do what you got to do.
Well, if I got a shotgun and my opponent's got a sniper rifle, you better believe I'm going to try to get as close as possible so I can use what I got. You know what I mean?
You damn right, Brandon.
Brandon, his analogies
Yeah, that's...
like the Wonkavator last time.
Oh, yeah. Up, down, left, right. He's moving everywhere.
Oh, man.
I just want to make George laugh. That's what I'm here for. Lopez getting back to distance. I like that. 2-3, he's landing well.
He is.
And, you know, it's just you see less and less output coming from Flores. I think those body shots are starting to accumulate. Oh, God, he's just basically using everything he's got to stay up right now through the onslaught.
I think Flores is waiting for that one shot.
Yeah, I see that too. I see that. I know he
doing.
can't beat him from the distance.
Yeah.
Flores is letting him walk into something.
Yeah, he can't out-combo him, that's for sure, so.
And he's felt everything Kenny has right now.
Yeah, that's another thing. If he's still standing and he's gotten hit with everything, I mean, what does that do for Kenny also?
You start to think, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
Can I do? What can I do? Anything to put this guy out? But you know Lopez wants to put him out.
Oh,
so
you can look at this man right now, his demeanor, his eyes. He's still walking through those punches.
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
He just took a whole round of everything Kenny got, and a hell of a left counter right there.
Man,
followed by a
Flores is one
combo.
Cookie, look at him take these shots. Good Lord.
7 more shots before the bell rang. Flores still walks to the corner. Kenny is putting on a hell of a show, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that.
Kenny looks good. He looks explosive, fast, good combinations, up, down. He looks good.
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, like the Wonkavator. As we go to the replay here, some of that 4th round action. Lopez really started unloading to the body, and you can see that it was slowing down Flores quite a bit here in that 4th round. But man, How tough is Flores?
Nice check hook. Flores is a tough guy. That's what I'm saying. You, at this point in your career with somebody like Kenny, you want to be in here with somebody like Flores so you can showcase what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that stepping stone, so to speak. Once you can't get these guys out of there with one punch, what do you have to do?
Yeah.
You got to go to work.
Yeah, you got to show everything. You got to, you know, that's why you do all the footwork drills and whatnot, so you can continue to do what you do. Keep that distance. Let's see if Flores can somehow get himself in range to throw that overhand that you know he wants, or that sneaky uppercut that you know he wants.
Whoa!
Oh, man, now Lopez starting to bounce. He looks really good at this weight class, guys.
Nice.
His corner said, "Go, let's go home. Let's take care of this right now."
At some point, you got to rip.
I'll tell you what, though, Flores still has a calm demeanor. He doesn't look like he's hurting. He might be hiding it well, but he doesn't look like he's really bothered by the shots he's absorbing. Oh, another nice right hand. Wow.
You know what? These guys are really taking it to each other right here. Nobody's complaining.
Yeah.
Both are throwing body shots, shots up top, distance, tight end, sweats. Listen, man. These are the kind of fights that we're used to here at Toscano.
Yeah, really. It's nothing unusual for me to call it Toscano fights.
They're super middleweights, man. So these are big shots, man.
These are powerful shots.
And he's fighting back. He's getting hit, but he's fighting back, man.
Yeah. And not only that, he's taking that. You guys got to understand, certain fighters take a little time off to wear another guy down.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Punch him out.
Yeah. Does Flores have something to come back? Let's see.
You know what I like about Lopez, though, is when he kind of gets in those wild exchanges, he steps back, resets himself.
Absolutely.
You know, you could tell that there's that coach in the back of his head saying, don't get in a brawl right now. You know, don't get in a brawl. Let's stay where we're at. Continue to execute the game plan.
You know, and styles makes fights, man. Like I'm saying, I'm looking at this guy Flores and how durable he is and things like that. It makes me wonder if he's in there with another puncher like he is, somebody that just wants to brawl, what would we be looking at without Kenny's distance?
It would be a different fight.
Hell yeah, because Kenny's keeping a good distance on this dude, you know what I mean? Kenny's creating the engagement. Nice up jab right there, coming from the bottom.
I do see a slowdown, maybe not a slowdown, but more like Kenny assessing what do I got to do?
Oh, but dude, when you put out that kind of output, Brandon, what else do you got to do?
He's starting to think, dude, okay, should I try to hit him with something else, or how should I get this guy out of here? Nice body shots again from Lopez.
Low, everything. Working the angles.
Ten seconds left. Fifth round of a scheduled 6. Looks like we're going to make it to that last final round here. Wasn't sure that was going to be the case when we saw the fight open up, but man, Flores is showing he's durable in there, taking shots, continuing to throw back,
Yeah, both of these guys are in great shape, man. Both of them came to fight. They just got 2 different fighting styles, and that's what it is. So who can implement the style that's going to get them to victory? Right now, looking at this fight, Brandon, how do you have it on the scorecard?
I mean, how do you not have kind of every round for Lopez? One thing I want to attribute, though, is Lopez has got a chin because he's eating some big shots.
Definitely.
Even though he's landing most of the shots, we've seen him eat some big shots and not even be fazed by it. So, you don't realize because he's kind of providing the onslaught. But, man, he's tough as well. He's got a chin on him as well.
Man, one thing I say about Kenny, man, I don't know if you guys have noticed this at home. Kenny's standing up in between every round, so you know this man's in shape. We're scheduled for 6. This is what it is. Let's see what these gentlemen do in this last round.
Damas y caballeros, este es el round número 6, el último round, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Round
Kenny
number
Lopez.
6, your final round.
Daniel Flores have had a banger so far. Mostly Kenny Lopez doing the banging, but he's taking some big shots as well. We'll see if Lopez is going to try to close the show here or just kind of cruise to the easy victory that is on the cards already for him. And let's see if Flores can land that shot. That maybe changes everything, because that's what we love about boxing. Unlike football or basketball, where they got to play the whole quarter, one shot could change everything in the fight like that.
Hey, Kenny has a very nice jab when he throws it. The stick is long. It's tough. He could have easily won this fight just jabbing and throwing straight right hands.
That's why I kind of appreciate that he's down to get in close and throw some short stuff too, you know?
Absolutely.
He doesn't stay there too long, but he's down to get in and you know land some of those shots.
Right. Nice feet work.
Yeah, you see that quick
double step back.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. People don't understand, man. Sometimes you can close distance, and also you can get out of range with your feet. It's not everything with your head and your waist. You can hear the crowd going right now, chanting Kenny. Nice. Sweat flying. Hey. Damn. It's early in the night, fellas.
I thought it was on one of those 3D rides at Disneyland.
Oh, big left hook. Sends the head of Flores flying across.
Hey. Flores can take some heat. Let me tell you that. Flores is game. Here he is turning around Kenny. Now he's delivering body shots. Nice, nice, nice. Referee stepping right.
He didn't like it. He gave him a little head swipe.
Yeah,
you know,
but the ref has been letting them fight all night, so it's all good. You know what I mean?
I think both guys have been keeping it pretty damn clean so far.
This is one of those fights you see right now. It looks like both guys are actually just warming up. Makes you wonder what would happen in a 10-round fight. But hey, we only got 6 tonight, and right now Kenny is looking good.
He's looking good every single minute of every single round so far. Hasn't been in trouble really the whole fight.
Nice.
Starting to really feel himself in this round. Playing with some things, new things, a little more head movement, bob and weave. So relaxed, chasing him back into his corner here.
Nice, nice body shot. One thing I love about Kenny, Kenny goes up and down.
Oh, there's that
nice
big
check leg.
counter. Oh, nice uppercut, steps to the side. Lopez got 20 seconds if he wants to close it. I don't know if he's gonna be able to, man. Flores is one tough cookie. 10 seconds left. Let's see what happens in the final 10. Oh, lands a nice check hook. But man, Flores still coming back.
Flores chasing Kenny at this point, securing the victory.
Wow.
Hey, great 6-round fight.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna get out of here commentating. It's not
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming in for a couple.
Before I go, I just want to tell everybody that I just appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys, Shelly, Kyle. God, so much goes into these shows that, you know, behind the scenes, our matchmaker in Mexico, Luis Abundis, our team, and Israel. I mean, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes on, and it takes a lot to do these shows, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, and I do a lot of shows, and I say it every time, it's one of the best shows I do, the most professional, the well-organized. The way you run it, it's got a really big pro show feel to it.
We're here for our fans, we're here for the fights, we're here for the experience.
Yeah, and you give them, not only the fans, you give the fighters a great experience as well.
So once again, guys, thank you for letting me sit in.
All right, if you want to come back in on a good fight, if you see a good fight, come sit in with us, okay?
All right, guys, thank you.
Thanks, George.
Hey, special thank you to El Jefe, Jorge Toscano himself. He came to sat with us. Let me tell you, man, the next 4 bouts, actually the next 5, are about to be crazy. If you guys thought this was entertaining, we got so many entertaining fights coming up to you.
Like, again, we're just getting started, Shelly.
Oh, and then we got Irving up next.
Oh, yes, and he's taking on a really tough veteran who's got 50 fights. So I'm excited to see if that young gun can outlast a really durable fighter here. As we watch Pablo collect the scorecards here, what were your thoughts on that last fight there?
It was a pretty one-sided fight, but I thought it was very entertaining. You get what I'm saying? I think one thing about looking at Flores, to me, Flores is a great fighter. I can see great potential. I can see he's a little slower with starting. One thing that his opponent did was he kept a distance. And that's what it is. I think Flores is more of an inside fighter, more of a brawler. Anybody that keeps distance on him, I think that's where it's going to be the limitation.
Yeah, you know, he's able to do what he does best, and it was just a great display of boxing there from Kenny Lopez.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Damas y caballeros, después de 6 asaltos, nos vamos con la decisión de los jueces. All 3 judges, los 3 jueces, Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas Gatling, and Ed Collantes reach an agreement of scores 60-54. Los 3 jueces coinciden en números 60-54. For your winner by way of unanimous decision, su vencedor por la vía de la decisión unánime, and still undefeated, aún invicto, Series California, represent Kenny Lopez.
Kenny Lopez with the victory, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the crowd is going wild. Everybody's celebrating his victory. Kenny's not too far from the 209, so he brings a lot of fan base.
Hey guys, I'm here with your winner. As he greets his fans, I'm here with your winner, Kenny Lopez. Kenny, pretty flawless performance in the ring here tonight, man. You showed a little bit of everything in your boxing prowess. How you feeling after such a dominant victory?
I feel good, man. You know, every fight from now is just learning. So, you know, this one was definitely learning too, you know. Yeah, but mostly I felt good. I felt good. Just got to fix some things. You know?
Yeah, you know, Shelly, my partner in the broadcast booth, was saying, you know, Kenny could win this with just his 1-2. But what I liked is that you were willing to, even though you knew he wanted you to get close to land the short shots, you were willing to get in there and bang with him on the ropes. Is that something that it's just that fighter in you that said, nah, man, I can bang too right here. It's not a problem.
Yeah, because, like, you know, like, more opponents, you know, they're not going to just stay there sometimes, you know, so you got to learn how to work inside and not just back out, and that's what I was trying to do, you know, because like I said, each fight I'm trying to learn more, you know. I could take the easy route, but, you know, you're trying to go hard and give them what's a good thing to see, too.
It was a dominant fight, but yet it was still an entertaining fight where, you know, you were showed that you got a chin, too, because he landed some good short shots, but it didn't seem to phase you. And what I kind of liked is sometimes you would start to get into a brawl and you would back up and kind of check yourself. Were you kind of hearing your coaches saying, hey, let's stick to the game plan when you're getting a little excited, wanted to just bang it out with them?
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, he was pretty game too, you know, so he was covering up, and I could tell he was timing to land a big shot too. So I wasn't going to give him that. I was just going to keep doing what I do, and if I need to reset, then I need to reset. And
well, shoot, what you do is win. 9-0 now, guys. Let's hear it one more time for your winner, Kenny Lopez.
Yo, my co-host Brandon Kyle was just in the ring with Kenny Lopez. And as you can hear, the crowd is still going wild. Great interview by Brandon. Let me tell you, Irvin Ziloaha headed to the ring next.
Yeah, we got Stockton Zone, Nate Diaz and the whole crew over there. All those represent fighters over there. They're getting ready for a big fight. Obviously, you got Jake Paul fight coming up for Nate next weekend here. So it's an honor for him to step out and support his dude, Kenny Lopez here. They were cheering for him ringside, and really cool to see him support these young fighters.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. One thing about Nate is just a damn fighter, bro. You get what I'm saying?
And I think that's just a Stockton. It just seems to be in the blood, man. It's in the soil, as they say out here, brother.
Yeah, that's right. As you can see, crowd's going wild. Nate Diaz walking through the arena right now, supporting Kenny Lopez, showing some of the fans love, man, taking pictures. And you guys know he has a big fight coming up with Jake Paul in Texas next month, man. So it's going to be crazy.
I realize we're only on the third fight of the night, and I'm like, man, it feels like we've seen so much boxing action already in only 2 fights, man.
That's it, man. You know what I mean? Hey, as long as they keep it in the ring this time. Last time we were here in Stockton, California, the whole damn arena was celebrating the fight.
Emotions can run high, man. It does happen.
Because this is a fight town. This is a fight city. That's what Stockton's about.
You got a lot of, teams that there's, a lot of animosity maybe because they're so close to each other.
Right,
and,
right.
People get talking. And, you know, they hear one team say one thing, and next thing you know, things pop off. But it's usually the fans, not the fighters.
That's what it
it's
is,
usually
man.
fans.
Hey, but right now we
to
got
the ring from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Diul Olguín.
And here comes Jewel Olguín. Now, Shelly, Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico has produced some of the great Mexican boxers of all time, such as Abner Mares and, of course, Canelo Alvarez. And although Olguín isn't one of the great Jalisco boxers at 34 years of age, 53 fights and over 300 rounds in the ring, Olguín is definitely on the list of one of the most experienced Jalisco boxers coming up from Mexico. He's coming off a unanimous decision loss to Malachi Johnson, who we'll see later on in this card. But it was a close back-and-forth fight, and he feels confident that all that experience is going to give him an advantage and give him what he needs to take out this young 5-0 prospect in Irving Chiloja, who's got 9 rounds to Olguín's 309
And
rounds.
also making his way to the ring from Stockton, California, Irving Chiloa.
Here we go, guys. Stockton's own Irving Chiloa has overcome so much living in a city where, you know, options remain limited for young men in his position. And in his youth, he found himself drawn to the street life that many of his friends and family fall victim to. But his foray into boxing gave him a vision of himself that he felt gave him a way to inspire and uplift his fellow Stocktonites. Tonight, the 25-year-old faces possibly his biggest test in the ring as he takes on the journeyman that's got about 10 times the experience he has, but he's proven extremely hard to finish as Duel. But many circles feel this might be a bit of a step up too soon for Chiloa. But his camp says he's ready, he's confident, and he thinks it's gonna be easy.
You know, one thing about Irvin is, like, these are these defining fights that you have. You get what I'm saying? When you get a guy that's a journeyman and things like that, this is when you make an impression.
And let's send it to Pablo Flores and get this official super bantamweight fight underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toscano Boxing Promotions, along with Chicken Ranch Casino, Chase Chevrolet, and El Cejas Michelada Mix. This bout set for 6 rounds of boxing in the super bantamweight division. 6 rounds de combate en peso super gallo. Sus 3 jueces, your 3 judges scoring: Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas Gitlin, and David Hartman. Your referee in charge, su referee para medir las acciones, Michael Margado. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the green and black trunks. Officially weighs in 124 pounds. Presentando a ustedes en la esquina azul, pantaloncillo color verde con negro, con un peso de 124 libras. He stands with a record 15 wins, 32 losses, 6 draws, and 10 of those wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord: 15 victorias, 32 derrotas, 6 empates y 10 victorias por la vía del cloroformo. De la tierra del tequila y el mariachi, Guadalajara, Jalisco, el tapatío, Diul Olguín. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears the red and black trunks. He officially weighs in 125.8 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, pantaloncillo color negro con rojo, con un peso de 125.8 libras. He stands with a record. He stands perfect. 5 victories, no defeats, and 3 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord: 5 victorias, 0 derrotas y 3 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Stockton, California is in the house. Irving Nasty Chiloa. And now with the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, Michael Margado. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
Mira, un poquito arriba, ¿ok? Aquí está legal. esta está bien, ¿ok? Ya te di las instrucciones atrás, ¿ok? Una pelea limpia, toca los guantes y buena suerte.
A little interesting fact here. Chiloa comes in 144 after making weight at 125 yesterday. And you got Olgin coming in only 133, so another like 10-pound weight distance as we take a look at the tail of the tape, 25 to 34, 5 fights to 53 fights. Shelly, about the same size here, both orthodox fighters.
This is going to be one of those fights. Is it the experience or is it the will? And you're going to find out real soon, right now. Both guys with the attack. Because, one thing about this guy, when you see guys that have a record like that, these guys are committed boxers. We call them journeymen, but this dude's in here for a fight.
Well, yeah, he went toe-to-toe with Malachi Johnson, an undefeated prospect that we're going to see later on tonight.
Right.
And, last fight, and gave him fits. And a lot of people were very impressed with that performance. And that's why when Irvin agreed to fight him, they said, man, that's a tough fight for a young pro fighter. But, I mean, he wants that experience and represents Team Nasty. And Team Nasty's always represented at Toscano when we're here in Stockton. And he wants to represent well in front of his hometown here.
Yeah, it's a big fill-out round. We can see that in round one. I sat with Coach Salas earlier this week. And one thing he expressed about this fight, he said it's time to step up to see where they're at, to see where Irvin goes next. And this is what we're going to get in this fight.
Yeah, Olgin just unfazed, and I doubt you're going to see him look phased very often no matter how the fight goes. Just, so much experience. And there's something to be said about all the little things, the little tiny things you learn when you're in the ring as much as he's been. So
yeah, he's seen a lot.
He's seen it all.
He's seen it all. And that's what you're basically trying to explain to everybody sitting at home. This man has seen everything. He doesn't have the best record, but he's been in there with some superstars, and he's been in there with a lot of different boxers with a lot of different skill sets.
And he's gone dozens of times 6 and 8 rounds. Dozens and dozens of times he's gone the distance. So toughness and durability is something that is definitely an attribute that he holds. As Olgin takes a left hook as Chiloha backs off. Nice little fadeaway hook there. Chiloha using that head movement to try to draw out Olgin, but Olgin high guard.
High guard, tight guard.
Focused eyes. Tries to take that little double step, and he's trying to draw a little bit out of Chiloha himself here. Chiloha's looking fast tonight, though.
Very fast, but he has an answer for everything that he throws.
Both of them twice. They doubled the jab and hit him.
Both exchanging the jab, yeah.
A little right hand sneaks over the top there.
And just from the eye test, these guys look evenly matched as far as size, height, strength, the way they move, speed. This is going to come down to who wants it and who lands that punch that they want to land.
Yeah, 6th rounder. So there's definitely time for these guys to work here. No rush. But been a good round, action-packed round at this weight class. You expect to see a lot of punches being thrown, and that's what we saw in this first round. Oh, Olgin hits a nice combination of hooks there to finish the first round there, Shelly. That was a tough round to score, man.
I've seen some great defense at the end of that, too, as well.
Interesting round. Both guys landed. No one landed anything devastating that made you go, ooh, but both guys landed, and that last exchange at the end might be the difference on some of these judges' scorecards. You never know.
You never know. And at this point right now, when you're into fights, man, everyone comes out with a game plan for round one. Now we go back to the corner, we reassess what we've seen, and then this is where we're going to see the next step.
Yep. What do you think Team Nasty's coach is telling Irvin here in the corner?
I think Team Nasty coach is telling him we're seeing what he sees. This guy keeps a hard guard. He's going to come up. If anything, I would like to see Irvin start dropping it down to the body and start changing levels.
But, Olgin has a very tight defense, very strict with his hands.
Exactly. With that high guard, I'd love to see him drop down, start working the body a little bit, and drop them hands. Double jab right out the gate.
Intensity in Olgin always. At the weigh-ins yesterday, leading up to the fight today, and it hasn't changed. It's got even more intense as the fight goes on here.
There you go.
Oh, catches him with the jab as he comes in here.
You're good. Wake him up. Let Irvin know.
Chiloa drops with that right to the body, you know, listening kind of what you were talking about there in between rounds.
It has to be. You got a guy with a high guard, you got him to drop his hands.
A lot of these guys are catching same time. A lot of punches landed. Both of them landing jab on each other same time. Hooks on each other same time. Like you said, so evenly matched speed and size-wise that these guys are having some really good exchanges so far. Olguin turning it up the output, though, a little bit.
Absolutely, and he should. With the experience, he's been these rounds. It's not like he's worried. We're only in the second round at this point.
More body work from Chiloa. Deliberate body work, man, Shelly. Obviously, you are correct in that assumption that that's what they were telling him to do, because he's focusing now, trying to get those body shots in there and slow him
You got to
down.
get the guy like that with all this experience to drop his hands. If you want something up top, you got to hit him where it hurts.
Very good point, Shelly. Whoa, good exchange. Little blood on the cheek of Chiloa. I'm not sure where it's from. Oh,
nice.
Both landing hooks again. A lot of these guys doing that same time. Land at same time, and that can be devastating when you're throwing and you're getting hit at the same
Nice
time.
three-punch combo. Actually, he could land 6 shots.
Oakwood, tough, durable.
Hey, both of these guys are marked up. Right now, you see Irvin has a nice mark sitting on his forehead right now, so if he ever had a target, it's damn sure right now. Well, there's a little blood in the ring right now.
Yeah, you see them both. You know, they are clashing a little bit. Might have been a little bit of a headbutt, I think, because they both seem to have an awkward place for a cut in boxing. You
That's
know?
right. I think there's a level of respect going on right now. They've both felt it, and they know what they're in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chiloa misses a big right hand right there. If that would have landed, it would have been trouble for Olgun.
Nice body shot.
More body work.
That hurt, man. Anytime you see a guy referencing where he got hit, let me know. Let me tell you, he felt that.
Irvin starting to put some combinations together and landing, but Olgun just bites that mouthpiece, comes right back, man.
Hey, Irvin has found that right hand. Now, let me tell you, you guys didn't see him, but 2 sneaky right hands landed in there.
Olgun finishing the round strong again.
Right.
Another body shot there from Chiloa. Chiloa lands a big right, but then Olgun comes right back.
Hey, that right hand's working for the both of them right now, Brandon. For the both of them. Who's going to get the best of who is what we're looking at.
Yeah, as we go to the replay here, and you see those left hooks there of Olgun trying to get himself in position to land some looping shots. But man, Chiloa landed some nice right hands. Some great body work from Chiloa right there, as we are joined in the broadcast booth by Israel Guijardo, the other half there of that promotion team that is Toscano Boxing. Israel doesn't want to take his cowboy hat off, so he's rocking the headphones sideways.
Hey, I'm sweating and my head's all shiny, so I don't want to shine anybody out.
Yeah, you know, no flash photography, and Israel has to keep his cowboy hat on because his head's so shiny here.
You got it. Hey, Olguin finished that round with a nice shot. You see that?
He finished both of the first 2 rounds with good flurries that, you know, show that, man, he's right there.
What round is it?
We're going into the third round here of a scheduled 6, and it's been a pretty back and forth matchup so far. Both guys landing shots, often landing at the same time. You know, got kind of the same idea and hitting jabs and hooks and whatnot at the same time. But Chiloa starting to really focus on that body, hitting those body shots and trying to slow Olgun down.
Invest early.
Yeah, he has, you know, especially in that second round, he really started to throw heavy body shots.
Yeah, I've watched some past fights of Olguin, and he's pretty sharp with his jabs.
Yeah, he's very tight. He's very tight. Everything's very mechanical with him and things like that. You can see it.
Technically sound all the way around.
Absolutely, yeah.
Irvin looks, man, like a monster. He's huge. I
Yeah,
didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah, he's 144 today. He got up about, you know, 15, close to 15, 14 pounds.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Oh, man, he paid for that mistake.
Absolutely. You know, but that's what you want. With somebody with experience, you want them to teach them the lessons at this point. You don't take these kind of fights against a experienced fighter not thinking that you guys are going to get the best out of your fighter. So whatever Team Nasty is seeing, we're going to find out here in the next few rounds.
Olgun's starting to gain some confidence. He just landed a nice left hook, kind of rocked Chiloa back a little bit. And Chiloa gave him that little smile, which usually suggests like, yeah, you got me.
Chiloa was busy the first 2 rounds, you know, so I could see him, you know, downloading some of the information and seeing where he's at in this fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Make some adjustments.
Yep, yep, that's that experience there. Nice leak of blood coming from the nose of Chiloa now. Might have been that left hook earlier.
Yeah, he's got to be careful not to square up on this guy. This kid's sharp.
Oh,
There
nice
he goes.
great overhand by Chiloa. And he tries it again. Look at it. Bam.
He says, meet my power.
Chiloa's really digging hard with those right hands, guys. But that jab of Holguin is always there, always a threat. Nice body, doubled it up there. Oh, nice right hand. Ooh, Holguin thought he had a good one there, almost.
Oh, yeah, it's like he's waiting for it, right? You can see he's just baiting him in.
Nice body shot. Double hook
Chiloa.
up top stairs.
Really starting to let those short shots fly. Bullying him, using that extra weight to bully the opponent.
And he should. He got 10 pounds on. He put bully him.
Veteran move.
Let him know that he's the smaller man. I'm younger. I'm fresher.
I'm stronger, and I'm taking control.
That's right. But right now, what we're seeing is this experience. That's where this pressing is coming from. Nice. Double jab one up.
Hit it again, that double hook. Oh, Irvin's feeling himself, but he's got to be careful because
Oh, boy, he just takes that last part of the run.
Holguin will take whatever you give him, guys.
Absolutely.
You make any mistake, and he's got the counter waiting for you. So Chiloa, even though he's getting off, he's getting excited, he has to remain cautious against a veteran like this as we take a look at some of the action from that last round. You see Irvin wants it. He's pressing like a young lion on the hunt. Hey, but Holguin's like that old wild boar, you know? He's still got those tusks, and if you get too close, he might gore you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Holguin has definitely shown his patience from what I see. And you're right. The young guy is coming forward, and Holguin's just waiting on him. So we'll see if the old book can pull it off.
You know, Irving's got a point to prove. A lot of people said that maybe you're not ready for this step up. A guy with this much experience. Why don't you get a couple more fights before you take on a guy like this? And talking to him at weigh-ins and before, he said, "No, man, I'm not nervous. I feel confident. My team feels confident. We got this."
No, it's good. It's good to hear. You know, the round difference is large, but we'll see here. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, but sometimes that young exuberance can get you in trouble when you go too hard to maybe try to get a finish or land a big shot. He's got to stay disciplined against a guy as experienced as Holguin is.
There we go.
Nice stiff hard shot. You can see that woke Irvin up a little bit. Yeah.
Head movement.
Good movement. He got in there quick.
I heard his corner say, give him that salsa before he did that little step. So I think that might be a code to give him a little dance, a little footwork in there.
I think Irvin's loading up on that right hand.
But man, Holguin has that nice body shot. Holguin has that jab, always ready to go.
You notice he doesn't close his eyes at all when he throws or when he catches.
No, absolutely.
He's like a
laser focused.
Yeah. No, nice 4-punch combo.
Man, when he gets close, he takes off.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got some unanswered.
Chiloa's kind of smiling, but he better be careful because that smile could turn to a frown with one punch. Can't get too carried away in emotion here.
Nice.
Oh, that right hand is getting close. Man, I like to see the way Chiloa digs those body shots.
Yeah, me too. Up into this round, man, I got a 2-1 to Irvin. You know, this round right here started out, they're both mixing it up, man, but it's getting kind of interesting again. If Irvin stays on the aggression, I think he has this fight.
Man, he's using that youth and vigor right now to really put it on. Holguin here.
Yeah, he's going to steal that final minute. I felt in the second minute, Holguin was turning it on.
And Holguin comes in spurts, but Chiloa is a constant, pressure.
Right, and that's the thing. What are the judges seeing?
Yeah, those spurts will get you every time.
Yeah, you know, for an older guy, for him to be able to spurt like he does, it's impressive.
And here he goes again.
And here comes Irving. Back again with more body shots. Little headbutt there. You see another.
O'Guin spurting all over him.
Oh, blood spurting all over the ring now. Oh, big right hand lands for O'Guin. I mean, O'Guin has finished every round strong at the end, but man, Chiloha is just constant pressure, pushing him back and just throwing and making O'Guin work constantly. But man, he's getting caught sometimes in the process here.
Yeah, you can see it in the replay there. He's countering him. O'Guin looks fresh in the face, and
trying to take
Irving over here, they're working on Irving.
Irvin's taking some big shots. You know, it hasn't deterred his forward, pressure, but he has taken some shots in this fight.
Looks good, he looks good.
Man, you guys really know how to put some great matchups together here at Toscano, guys.
Thank you very much.
Every time, it's great fights. It makes our job easy because the fights are so good, and we could really sit here, say nothing, and people be completely entertained just by the action.
You know, the first part of this, the fights just made themselves.
Yeah.
Had a lot of phone calls, and people wanted to fight, and you know, when a young guy says, let's fight, they both say it. What are you gonna do? Let them fight.
Here we go into the 5th of a scheduled 6-rounder here between Irvin Chiloha in the red and black. And
there you go, nice pull
right
hand by Irvin, yeah. You can see the guards high on Irvin again right now. I can see that obviously the coach is telling him to get back to his game plan. You can see he's feinting with that jab and trying to get like a 1-2 going.
He was overextending a little bit with that right hand in that last round, and I think that they had to try to reel him in so he doesn't make a big mistake and get a big counter after that.
You know, what is disappointed, a lot of the success is coming when they're tied up and when they're on the inside. So if I was Irvin, I would stay at a distance at this point.
Yep.
We're halfway through the fight. Box your way to a victory. Take the pot shots. Get the great shots. Get the judges' attention.
That's really smart advice, Shelly. Don't get drawn into this back and forth with him in a close range fight, which is what he does best, O'Guin. So, let's see if Chiloha can do that, though, because, man, O'Guin is starting to come again. Oh, nice left hook lands for O'Guin.
And this is where the trouble. Inside. Like I said, stay at a distance. Use the jab. Use that long, straight right that Irvin has, and keep the shit nasty. Nice jab to the body. Ooh, right hand.
Oh, 2 nice left hooks to the body.
Irvin felt that body shot.
That body shot affected him.
He's hurt with that body.
Because he was throwing himself. I don't think he was prepared to receive it. And O'Guin doubled up the body hook, and you could tell that instantly changed the demeanor of Chiloha here.
Yeah, this is where at point, man, you got to think about either sticking your distance or you need to get inside, wrap this guy up, buy yourself some time so you can recover.
There's the experience.
There you go.
O'Guin starting to come back.
Walk into the ropes. Use your body.
Yeah, be big again. Either too far or too close. You're on the outside or you're in there using that weight, pushing against him so he can't land those in the middle, immediate shots.
That's right.
No, I'm not sure if you guys covered it, but O'Guin had a close match with Malachi Johnson.
Yes, we were talking about that on his walkout, yeah.
He's been in there with some superstars. This guy is just not a journeyman.
I mean, 300 rounds, professional rounds in the ring.
And as you can hear,
Chiloha's got that arm tucked tight to the body. You can tell he doesn't want to take another one of those body shots as O'Guin starts to really press.
Oh, yeah, he looks hurt.
Oh, he got rocked while you were being occupied there. Because Israel's still promoting this while he's on the mic, but he got rocked by 2 good body shots in a row. Yes, and he had to step back instantly, and he's still trying to recover from that.
Yeah, I see him guarding that.
Yeah, he's got
nice right hand by Irvin.
Big right hand. Looks like he's starting to recover.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got it 50-50 going into this round.
It could easily be. It could easily be 3 rounds to 2 either way right now.
Definitely feel blessed. There's been some, this has been a good fight. There's other good fights coming up.
Oh, we got a great slot of fights. I mean, realize this is just the third fight. It feels like we've seen so much action-packed boxing already, and we're only in the third fight. Very rare to have a unexciting fight on one of these Toscano Boxing Rising Stars cards.
Thank you. We do our best. You know, with George and Luis Abundis down in Mexico, and myself, we work really hard at this. And then here at the event, we have Anna Betley. She's the unsung hero.
Damas y caballeros,
She's
este
always
es el
here
round
to help us
número
out.
6, el
All right,
último
final
round.
round.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is round number 6. Your final round.
Here we go, guys. Round 6.
I guarantee you, both coaches have said, leave it all in the ring at this
We
point.
got to have this round.
You got to. Person that wins this round wins this fight, without a doubt.
And you can see the intensity on Olgin's face. He knows it, how important this round is.
Yeah, he's been in there. This guy, this is nothing he hasn't seen before. Nice one, too.
Chiloa avoids that 1-2 there, trying to use head movement. Throws. Oh, be careful there. Yep.
Man, hell of a sportsmanship decision right
To
there.
not take advantage of
To
that
not take
opportunity.
advantage. Great sportsmanship. But Irvin needs to take advantage of this guy, just hands down, just pressing, get in the mind of the judges and win this fight. You're in your hometown, get the crowd involved and throw this damn punch.
Man, big right hand landed.
Both of them, though. Nice right hand.
Oh, that body shot again. That body shot again.
That's it.
You can tell it's bothering him.
Oh, he's found success with it, and that's what he's going to.
Yeah, Irving's got that arm tight tucked
Oh, absolutely.
to that body after receiving
But
another.
what Irvin got to understand, man, if he's going down to the body to the left, you got a right hook that you can counter with, and that's what you need to do.
He's starting to land that
There
right
you
hand.
go.
There it
There
is.
it is. That's
Oh,
that right hand. Nice shot to the body, which always slows a fighter down.
God, both these guys know how important this is, and they're just laying it all on the line
man,
here.
you talking about
fight. Oh, Olgin's starting to tee off.
There's 6 punches right there.
Just when you think one is going to start to take the momentum, the other one comes firing right
That's
back.
what it is, man. We down to 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's see what goes down, you guys. Double uppercut.
Irving's still smiling.
Get busy. You know, you got to understand, man, what are the judges looking at? Are they looking at those clean counter punches like that? Are they looking at the pressure?
The aggression, yeah.
What are they looking at? You got 41 seconds to find out. What are they looking at?
It is a tough one. I would not want to be a judge on this one.
That's it. Oh,
And
he
there's
almost
that
took a
body-
knee on that body
There's
shot.
that body shot
Oh,
again.
Oh, no, that guy got him.
Team Nasty's yelling out of the corner.
You know, Chiloa can't afford to just dance around this last 50.
He has to let him
He's
go.
got to let it go.
He
even
has
though
to let him go.
That body shot is there. He's got to still land his shots and try to win this round with a big flurry. Oh, both of them exchanging. Man, this is what you want when you watch a boxing match. This is exactly what you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, understand this is boxing. Each round is scored individually. What the judges are going to do in this fight, we do not know.
Take a look at that last round here.
Nice, stiff jab.
A lot
from
of
both
that. They were both hitting at the same time. Chiloa, you can tell, really clinching the arm tight to the body there in the last 2 rounds after that devastating body shot as Chiloa making his way around the ring, thanking all the fans.
Look at that sportsmanship.
Big respect, I think, between these guys.
Two warriors,
and big step up for Chiloa.
Huge step up, and he performed admirably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see what Pablo has to say. You gonna get up there? Brandon Kyle will be in the ring doing some interviews after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we now go to judges' scorecards. Después de 6 rounds, nos vamos con las tarjetas de los jueces, no sin antes un fuerte aplauso para ambos pugilistas. Big round of applause for these two warriors, Irving Chiloa and Diul Holguin, for this great fight tonight. Judge, la juez, Susan Thomas Gitling, she scored about 57-57 even. 57-57. And judges, los jueces Brian Tsukamoto and David Hartman had the same scores, 59-55. For a winner by the way of majority decision. Su vencedor por la vía de la decisión mayoritaria. Guadalajara, Jalisco presente. Diul Holguin.
Tough fight. Irvin was in there with a guy with lots of experience. It was a step-up fight for him. Team Nasty knew that.
Hey, guys.
Let's go to Brandon for the interview.
Hey, guys, I'm here with your winner, Diul Holguin. Man, great fight. You had a lot of experience over your opponent coming into this fight. Was that the kind of game plan to let him get a lot of that energy out early in the fight and just slowly start to kind of wear him out later in the fight?
Mi plan era presionarlo pegándole abajo, quitándole el aire para que vaya disminuyendo su nivel y yo apretar el mío.
Yeah, my game plan was to go for the body shots and then put his energy down as the fight went older. So that was my game plan, first and foremost.
Yeah, it was I believe it was the 5th round. He was landing a lot of body shots early in the fight, but you hit him with 2 in a row to the body left hooks, and you could tell that bothered him. He started to step back and you started to pressure. Did you know after you landed that affected him so much?
Sí, era fácil saberlo porque él hacía el gesto de dolor y dejaba de tirar como por 30 segundos, 1 minuto, nada. Era fácil notarlo y es cuando yo presionaba.
Yeah, it was easy for me to read his body language. I could see him in his face when he started to walk back in pain. So, you know, he stopped throwing punches for 30 seconds up to a minute, and I knew that he was in pain, so I took advantage of that.
How's it feel for you to come up to California, up here in Stockton, and fight in front of these American fans? How's the experience for you fighting for Toscano?
Es maravilloso sentir el gran apoyo de México, sabiendo que yo soy de afuera. Se siente muy bonito. Aquí hay muchos mexicanos que apoyan, sea de donde sea la persona, y se agradece, hace que uno quiera dar máximo.
It feels great. It feels great to have the support from the Mexican fans, American fans, mostly Mexican fans that they were rooting for me. But it feels great to be here in Stockton and also being here in California.
Yeah. Great job, great performance, great to have you. Let's hear it one more time for Irvin Chiloa and your winner, Diul Holguin.
Brandon's just exiting the ring right now, about to join me back in the roof, but what a great fight between Irvin. Suffering his first loss tonight, but Team Nasty, I know the coach, I know Lionel Salas Jr. will be back, and we will see the best of them. Brandon, I welcome you back to the booth. We just seen a fighter that's a potential prospect suffer his first loss. What was your thoughts on the fight?
I was surprised a little bit. Again, and you said, what are these judges looking for? And I felt like Chiloa was really pressing the action. You know, he was really like digging deep to try to be aggressive. But, you know, obviously the technical skill, the counter punching, the good defense. I mean, I think the better boxing came out of Holguin tonight. Maybe the experience and the just kind of the little craftiness you saw in the things that he did.
Right.
Where Chiloa was aggressive and landing big shots, but it wasn't the cleanest performance, and the technique wasn't the cleanest either. We saw him sometimes overstep with the right hand. He was missing big a lot, you know, and those are tough rounds to score. And what I noticed is that Holguin always finished strong. The last maybe 20 seconds of every round started throwing flurries, landing. Like, remember, there's several times, 6, 7 unanswered shots, you know? And those kind of combinations, they weigh heavy on the judges' scorecard, Shelly.
Absolutely.
And now calling to the ring from Sacramento, California, Malachi Machine Gun Johnson.
Here we go, guys. Our next fight gonna be a good one as we see Malachi Johnson coming from Sacramento. The man has never lost a fight, 10-0-1. He's got a big following in Sacramento. Said he wanted to come out and fight. He's got a lot of people out here in Stockton. Really excited to come out and fight out this Stockton crowd here, show him what he can do. And I know Toscano's been looking at him for a long time, wanted to get him on the card.
Absolutely.
And he's kind of a staple up there in Sacramento, so they brought him out east a little bit to fight here in Stockton and see what he's got here against.
Yeah, I just spoke to him backstage and things like that, man. He said, Shelly, past couple years have been rough on me, man. You know, he lost his father, lost another family member, had a lot of changes through COVID, questioned whether this boxing situation was for him, and now we get a chance to see him in the ring. And actually coming in at 10-0-1.
Yeah, and he actually won a unanimous decision over the last winner, Holguin, in a tough fight not too long ago, a couple months ago. And a lot of people thought that was an interesting test for him. That
And
he was able to
also
overcome.
calling to the ring from Lindsay, California, Ivan
Ivan Varela coming in tonight to try to steal the thunder from that undefeated Malachi Johnson. Valera hasn't been in the ring since March of 2022 when he suffered a unanimous decision loss to Omar Trinidad. Before that, however, Valera scored 2 KOs in 2021. Tonight, he's trying to get back on the winning track. He has a tough task in front of him here as Malachi, again, undefeated. And he's just around the corner from his hometown, so he has that hometown advantage.
You know, absolutely he does. You know, sometimes, like I said, you see these guys that's taking a little layoff after coming over 2 victories. It makes you wonder, is there an injury? Is there some things going on in camp? Did you switch coaches? Is some things you get to do with your weight to get more focus? You know, life happens with a lot of these boxers.
And I'll tell you what, sometimes it's not always a negative when you take a long break. Sometimes you, maybe some holes in your game that you polish up. Sometimes getting in the gym without the pressure of having fights coming up makes it fun again, and it can, you know, reinvigorate your love for the sport.
Absolutely.
So you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, one thing about this boxing, a lot of these guys have been doing this since they're 6, 7 years old. Their amateur careers start at such an early age that by the time they're 20 years old, some of these guys have already been fighting 10+ years.
Yeah, and it's easy to get burnout when you've been doing it that long, you know? And so sometimes take a little break and get back to it. So we'll see what that break has done for him against a really tough, quick, slick opponent in Malachi Johnson.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toscano Boxing Promotions, in association with Chicken Ranch Casino, Chase Chevrolet, and El Cejas Michelada Mix. This bout set for 6 rounds of boxing in the featherweight division. Damas y caballeros, prepárense 6 rounds de combate en la división de peso pluma. Sus 3 jueces, your 3 judges scored: Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas Gitlin, and Michael Margado. Your referee in charge of the action, su referee para medir las acciones, Ed Collantes. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the silver and red trunks. Official weighs in 128 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, pantaloncín color plata con rojo, con un peso de 128 libras. And his professional campaign, he stands perfect. 10 victories, no defeats, 1 draw, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord: 10 victorias, 0 derrotas, 1 empate y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. 9-1-6 in his blood. From Sacramento, California, Malachi Machine Gun Johnson!
Hear that Sacramento crowd behind their guy.
And his opponent across the ring is standing in the red corner. He wears the burgundy with silver and white trunks. Officially weighs in 127.6 pounds. Y su rival de esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color vino con plata y blanco, con un peso de 127.6 libras. And 9 pro bouts, he stands 5 victories, 4 defeats, and 3 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord, 5 victorias, 4 derrotas, y 3 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Lindsay, California, Iván Varela.
Early, late.
And now with the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, su referee en turno, Ed Collantes. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
Here and above is legal blow. Here and above is legal blow. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch close.
Here we go, the tail of the tape. You have Varela, 25, as well as Johnson. Similar 9 to 11 fights here for both guys, but undefeated is Malachi Johnson. He's got a little bit of a height advantage, but pretty similar on all the stats here, guys, as we see Johnson start with that jab early.
Both come out with the jab. Ah, nice check.
Yeah, nice little parry there. Johnson looks very relaxed. Valera wound up a little tighter there. Both of them just kind of touching with that jab so far. Johnson comes with that right hand behind the jab. Looking crisp with those straight punches.
Yeah, Johnson's clean with the jab, man.
Ooh, big. Counter hook misses. Back to the jab for Johnson. Bringing it downstairs. Tripling it up. One, two, three combo from Varela. A little bit of a feel out round so far here in the first.
That's one thing with Johnson, man. He's not at best in everything up top. He's actually going down to the body a little bit as well.
Yeah,
so.
I've seen a lot of the jabs downstairs so far. Just making them think. Even if they don't hurt, they make them think.
Make them think, man. Set that right hand up over the top. You know what I mean?
Jab is looking real crisp.
And there he is. That right hand is actually there if he'd let it go, man. He's thrown it a couple times behind that double jab.
I'm not Nostradamus, Shelly, but I have a feeling we're going to see it here eventually in this fight.
Oh, yeah. This is, you know.
Woo! Both of them. Same time, thinking about that right hand there.
Absolutely.
Nice jab from Varela. Both of them landing their jabs here.
Nice. There's,
oh, man.
Birth with clean right hand.
It's a very clean fight so far. Everything is crisp and clean.
You know, we're actually seeing guys with similar styles at this point right now.
I was going to say, on paper, they matched up, and now their styles are similar.
That's what it is. So this fight is going to be, who's going to land the cleaner shot.
Yeah, a little bit more of a chess match, which is very interesting to see. Oh, switch up from stance there from Varela. Maybe thinking about hitting a little southpaw action, maybe throw some confusion
just get to the
Johnson.
point and make Johnson think a little bit. Let's go back to the replays. So there's that 1-2 that we've been talking about, following up with a jab.
I like after he throws power, he gets right back to the jab.
He gets back to it. These guys are pretty much equally matched, man. As far as styles and things like that, I think they came in with the same game plan. We'll see what happens in this second round.
Maybe a slight quickness advantage for Malachi Johnson, but very slight. So yeah, you can't really give any of the fighters a huge advantage. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a lot more of a tactical chess match, and I think corner's going to have to get involved and let their guy know what they need to do and what they see out there that they might be able to take advantage of. Here we go, guys. Round number 2, scheduled 6. Malachi Johnson in the silver and red, and then you got his opponent from Lindsay, California, Ivan Varela. He's in the red and silver, I guess. Got the mom on the trunks there, repping moms out there.
Yeah, there you go. Johnson's doing one of two things, man. He's using that left hand to throw a jab, or he's throwing his left hook, and that's pretty much what it is. He got 3 punches to his game right now besides a straight down to the body, and we haven't seen that right now. So if he changes levels, we might see some things open up. Nice, there's that left hook.
We thought about that right hand you were talking about, Shelly. Didn't like what he saw, held on to it. Oh, nice overhand right.
Yeah.
Lands on the jawline of Johnson there.
You know, and that's a good thing. In the second round, when somebody lands a right hand like that on you, man, lets you know what kind of power they got, what to expect.
Johnson trying to hit that counter hook, misses. Varela's starting to find his range here.
It's that confidence.
Oh, nice right hand for Johnson lands.
Slipped right off the chin, man.
You know, the way these guys are throwing, you feel like every time they come forward towards each other, punch might land that could change everything, because they're hitting a lot at the same time here.
Like I said, this is equally matched. You see Johnson throwing a couple more feints in there, trying to get his attention, trying to get him to rack to you something before he throws a punch.
Yeah, kind of using a little bit more of that movement and feint here.
Right.
Oh, little gazelle hook. Oh, follow right hand by Johnson. Johnson's starting to turn it on a little bit here.
You know, Valera's game, though, man. He's been hit with something clean, and he's still right there.
Oh, you knew he's going to be tough in there. He's got that spirit, that fighter's heart. Johnson's starting to open up a little bit more, though. That right hand starting to come behind those jabs now. Lots of movement in front of each other. Again, so equally matched, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're trying to get their opponent to draw a little bit so they can take advantage.
Nice uppercut.
Malachi dancing around the ring now a little bit, starting to feel himself a little bit in this second round. Johnson starting to open up a little bit, Shell. Starting to throw that right hand, like you were saying, is there, and landed some good shots there. Varela still coming forward, still throwing. Landing is well, but not, I don't think as much. There's that right hand that landed early in the round there for Varela. Didn't really phase the game plan, though, of coming forward and landing shots for Malachi Johnson. You know, his nickname's a machine gun, Shelly, but he's been throwing a lot of 1, 2.
He's trying to find his shots,
maybe
man.
Maybe three
you know?
at the most.
You know, sometimes when you're close to home, you try so hard to put on a damn show that you stray away from the game plan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I wonder if he's going to start to unload those, you know, bigger combinations where he's letting the hands fly a little bit more, 4s, 5s, maybe 6-punch combos.
You see him now, man. The bell hasn't even rang. He's standing in the corner. He's ready. You know he's game for whatever's about to go on.
Yeah, Johnson's got a stoic demeanor in the ring.
Johnson has a great jab.
Yeah, he does.
Great jab.
Yeah, no telegraph, just comes right off
What he
off the
puts
shoulder.
behind it, that's totally up to him. But at this point, his jab is phenomenal.
He started really letting that right hand go, but we'll see. You know, Varela's landed some overhands too, so he's got to be careful. You know, he's got to time that right hand as Johnson at the right time, or else he could get caught with one of those coming in.
And you see Valera throwing that right hand. What Johnson needs to do is start changing levels again. Throw that jab up top, throw it down to the body, then come up over the top with a right hand. Nice cover up. Shielding. There he goes. Beautiful, beautiful 4 punches.
That's what I was just wondering, if he was going to let the machine gun start to burst here. Nice body shot after the lead hook to the head. You can start to see Valera wearing it on his face a little bit.
A little bit, man, but you see that right hand he keeps throwing. He finishes with a right hand.
Oh,
Valera
two body shots from Valera. Now Valera says, you know what? Let's get in this phone booth and go toe-to-toe.
And this is where Valera wants to be. And if I was Johnson, I'd take a step back.
That one,
get on the jab. There he is. But see, when you see your opponent go like that, take him downstairs a little bit. Take some wind out of him.
If I had to describe the performance so far from Malachi Johnson, clinical, as he's just kind of throwing clean combinations, not letting himself get in a brawl here with Varela. Varela looking for that big overhand right.
Johnson just hit him with another right hand. It actually affected him big time. None of that landed right there.
Hook lands to the top of the head there for Johnson. Nice little turn out there. Johnson kind of putting on a display here. And here's those combos.
Great difference by Valera. Yeah, it's a lot of combos getting thrown, but a lot of those punches didn't land. He's covered up well. Look at him. And that counter hook right there.
Yeah, a lot of catch and return coming right now from Valera. Varela starting to slowly prod forward against Johnson. Lands a nice 1-2. Nice cross lands there. Johnson lets himself get pushed back to the ropes for a little bit. Steps out now.
Yeah, Johnson's having great success, but it doesn't stop Valera from stepping forward. There he is with a 4-punch combo up top.
10 seconds left here, round 3. Oh, Johnson barely misses with a huge uppercut. Cool, calm, collected is Malachi Johnson here in this 6-round scheduled fight here. It's not the barn burner we're used to seeing at these Toscano boxing matches, but it's a very technical match, which is a nice little change of pace, you know, to see you know the chess match happening here. So what's Valera got to do? What does he have to do here?
If I was Valera, I would keep it close, man. I wouldn't fight this guy at a distance. I'd stay pressing the fight and keep everything in the middle.
Let's see if Varela can do that here. Going into the next round, Malachi Johnson doing a good job of keeping distance, landing shots from the outside.
And there's Malachi goes again with a double jab from the distance. That's what I'm saying. I'd close that gap instantly, make this fight tight in a phone booth, make it ugly for Johnson. I wouldn't let him go with none of those slick combos. I'd get rid of that long jab ASAP.
Oh,
and right off the jab, 2-punch combo, 4-punch combo.
Johnson started to put some mustard on those combinations.
From the distance. Close that. Don't let him fight long. Don't let him fight strong.
The body work puts him down.
And that's that long, and that's that strong. He gave him too many options.
Oh, man, he's hurting bad from that one. There's nothing like that body shot.
And you see Johnson in the corner telling him to get up. From a distance, Johnson is too long, too strong.
Now let's see what Johnson does.
Stay long, stay strong. And there he goes again.
To the body, the straight. Oh, another one. That was a straight to the body that time.
Too long, too strong.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get up from this one. I think it's over, man.
Oh,
he gets up, but God, he's hurting so bad.
Oh, that's pride right there. That's pride.
He's, man, put on a great face for the ref there.
Hey, we're 145. Let's see what he can do if he can survive. If I was Johnson right now, I'd relax. You know you got him hurt. Pick your shots.
I see him continuing to do the same
Oh,
thing.
and then go back to the body.
Oh, definitely going to try to set it up. But now the head might be open. Big, corner throws in the towel.
And the towel is going.
Ref! Sorry, guys. Once the corner throws in the towel, that means it's over, guys.
That means it's over. Hey, you guys, this is a way that you preserve a fighter's career. You don't want them to take an unnecessary knockout.
Yeah, because he's not throwing back. You know he's hurting bad.
He's been down twice.
It's only a matter of time before another one hits, whether it be a body or, even worse, a big headshot that knocks him out cold, possibly, because he's so worried about protecting the body. I mean, that's a corner that cares.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, they're going to revisit it. Here he is, staying long. Body, 2 shots to the body. For you young fighters, do not ignore the body. Double jab, right hand down to the body.
Oh, that was that right hand there that landed after those 2 body shot knockdowns, and man, that was a rough outing there for the young Ivan Varela. Well, it was a chess match, and it was the 4th round. Malachi Johnson said, checkmate to Ivan Varela. As we wait for Pablo to make the official decision, I'm going to hop in the ring and have a few words with Mr. Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially. 1 minute 34 seconds in round number. Round number 5. For your winner by the way of KO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout técnico. From Sacramento, California, Malachi Machine Gun Johnson.
Doing it with style, my man, Malachi, the Machine Gun Johnson. Brother, what a performance here in front of this Stockton crowd. You looked like you were putting on a boxing clinic. You were able to fight long, use your footwork, your feints. You looked so relaxed in there. What was the game plan going into tonight's fight against Varela?
Yeah, so the game plan was the same game plan it always is at the Bloodhounds. You know, with Ray Woods, box them down, and then when they're ready to get out there, because we work a lot of power, get them out of there. And the shot happened to be there. I know he was a tough opponent. You know, just like Israel was saying in the interview with you, that you know, the record might not show. Some people step up a little early and fight, you know, real experienced, undefeated dudes and take some losses early. So I knew he was really tough, but you know, I might be coming up a little slower and watching myself, but I think I'm progressing pretty nice. What y'all think?
I mean, we were impressed with the performance. It was a bit of a chess match early on, and then, you know, slowly you could see you started to turn up the aggression, sit down on punches a little bit more. Was the body shot something that you saw coming into the fight that you thought you'd be able to land on him, or is it something that just kind of came organically during the rounds?
Yeah, that was something that just came organically, as you can see in the beginning. Like I said, I only had about 32 amateur boxing fights and a couple kickboxing fights, so I didn't have too much experience. I'm kind of learning on the job, but yeah, I get a little head hungry sometimes. I want to, you know, rush things, and Ray is really working on slowing me down, and I caught some nice body shots, and Yeah.
Well, man, if you're learning on the job, you deserve a promotion, my man. Still undefeated, another KO. Let's hear it for your winner, Malachi the Machine Gun Johnson. Malachi Johnson makes his way back to the roar of his adoring fans here. Again, he's only about an hour away from his hometown of Sacramento here in Stockton. And got another W under his belt here. And it looks like he's well on his way to becoming one of those guys people start to talk about. Maybe he's the next big thing with a performance like that. 11-0 now. Excited to see what happens in the future for this kid.
Yeah, definitely, man. He definitely has what it takes. You know what I mean? He has a good jab. He definitely is very disciplined. He goes up top. He goes down to the body. For you to see someone to stop somebody to the body at a young age lets you know what they're doing inside the gym. Lots of boxers are headhunters. And for this guy to have that type of control, to have that kind of poise when you get somebody in trouble, lets you know that he's paying attention to the sport of boxing.
Yeah, you said it. It kind of came organically. It wasn't something he planned to do with the body shot. He just kind of saw it while he was in there. And that's how you know that you're that next level, when you can kind of read and adapt what's going on in the ring during the fight, you know. So excited to see the future of that kid. Glad to finally get him on a Toscano Boxing card. And looks like we're about halfway done with the card, folks. So we're going to take a short intermission. Everyone take a deep breath, use the bathroom, and grab a beer. And we'll be back with more Toscano Boxing Rising Stars.
All CSAC officials to ringside. All CSAC ring officials to CSAC. To the ringside, please. All CSAC ringside officials to ringside.
Yeah.
And now calling to the ring from Salem, Oregon, Marco Antonio Cardenas.
Here we go, guys. Marco Cardenas, 35-year-old fighter, the oldest fighter on the card tonight. Started his pro career back in 2009, comes into this 19th bout against hometown Stockton standout Wade, the Terminator Jones. But Cardenas is no stranger to taking on fighters in their own backyard. This is his last visit in the Toscano ring here in Stockton. He was able to outdo another 209 fan favorite, Gio Gonzalez, who we'll see later on the card, winning that unanimous decision over Gonzalez. We'll see if he can play spoiler again to the hometown Wade Jones as he takes
and
on
also calling to the ring from Stockton, California, Wade Jones III.
In December of 2021, Wade Jones, coming off a victory against Edgar Ramirez, was 23 years old, 9-1. He was a prospect looking like he was going to make a run towards the elite of the sport. But after some series of injuries and a year-and-a-half layoff, Jones thought he might never box again. But as his health improved, he emerged once again, now donning the moniker, the Terminator. And he rolled to unanimous decision victory over Omar Contreras last April at Toscano Boxing in Tijuana, Mexico. Tonight he looks to keep his reinvigorated career moving in the right direction with the victory over the crafty, hard-nosed veteran, Marcos Cardenas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toscano Boxing Promotions in association with Chicken Ranch Casino, Chase Chevrolet, Buy Into It, and Michelada Mix in Cejas. This bout, this is a special attraction set for 6 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. 6 rounds de combate en la categoría de peso super ligero. Your 3 judges scoring this bout. Sus 3 jueces, Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas Gitlin, and Ed Collantes. When the bell rang, your referee in charge para medir las acciones, su referee a cargo, David Hartman. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the red trunks with white trim. Officially weighs in 139.8 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, pantaloncillo rojo con blanco, con un peso de 139.8 libras. In 17 pro bouts, he stands 9 victories, 8 defeats, and 4 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 9 victorias, 8 derrotas y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. From Salem, Oregon, Marco Antonio and his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. Here was the purple trunks with gray and white trim. Officially weighs in 138.8 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, pantaloncillo color morado con gris y blanco, con un peso oficial de 138.8 libras. In 11 pro bouts, he stands with a near perfect record. 10 victories, 1 defeat, and 7 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 10 victorias, 1 derrota y 7 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. The return of the prodigy son of Stockton, California, Wade Jones the third. And now with the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, your referee in charge, David Hartman. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
Right here is good. Right here is good. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. I demand a clean bout. Touch gloves, here we go. Step back.
Man, Pablo's good. He's so annoying. So I hate it. So we always got to bring him back because he's so good.
We got to follow up Pablo. Listen, you guys are in for a treat with this fight. Let me tell you, these 2 guys are bangers. Wade Jones, Marcos Cardenas, we've seen him on the card before. Let's get ready for some action.
Yeah.
Well, we bring Cardenas back because he comes to fight.
Yeah, Cardenas wants to dedicate this fight to his daughters, Jenny, Gigi, and Gali. He said, Daddy loves you, and he can't wait to get home and give you a big hug. Hopefully it's with a victory over another Stockton standout. But the Terminator looking to continue his comeback with another victory over Cardenas tonight.
Yeah, and this is the first time, man, Wade's actually coming out long, utilizing the jab. Oh, nice overhand. Nice overhand right by Cardenas.
As we saw against that fight with Gonzalez, Cardenas is tricky, man.
That's right.
He's been in the game for a long time, and he's definitely got some tricks up his sleeve.
And then there goes Wade with a 1-2 over the top.
He stepped in. He paid for it.
Wade trying to keep Cardenas on the ropes here.
There it is.
Both guys feeling each other out.
Counter with the jab. You know, both of these guys got experience, man. Don't look at the records and think that reflects exactly the type of experience they have. Wade started out with Coach Lionel here with Team Nasty. Now he's out in Oakland get some competitive work. And one thing about Toscano, these guys are all international fighters. They fought here in Stockton, they fought in Mexico, so this is the crowd makes no difference.
Nice uppercut lands from Jones there as they get close. Here Cardenas comes back trying to get some short shots himself here.
Looks like he's investing to the body.
Jones seems like he has a specific game plan. There's another body shot there from the Terminator, and we've seen the Terminator finish with several body shots before.
Several body shots.
Cardenas is breathing deep. He's feeling those body shots.
Jones. Yeah, that's one thing, man. I speak to a lot of coaches from around here. One of my favorite coaches, Steve Stokes, always talks about the investment to the body, and that's what you see right now that Wade is doing.
Referee says keep it a little higher there, but Wade throwing a lot to that body so far in this first round.
Oh, nice overhand right.
Special attraction scheduled for 6 rounds.
Nice, a nice pop shot from Wade with the right hand, change tempo. There you go,
Ooh,
double up on the left hook.
Yeah. Cardenas looked like he's having trouble here.
Wade's investments to the body is kind of paying off here in the first round.
Wade's looking real sharp in this first round.
Nice 1-2, nice to the body by Wade. But you know, the one thing about Cardenas, you can look at these things like that, but this guy has so much damn experience that you don't know what's truly affecting him and what's not. Because look at him right now. He's right back in the action.
Yeah, and he could be in a bad spot for 1 second, and the next thing you know, he's doing his thing. So
snuck in that nice left hook.
He's not going to get discouraged if he takes a couple good shots.
No.
That's for sure.
And both of these guys are looking in really good shape, man.
Oh, yeah, tip-top.
Great opening first round.
Wade is earning that moniker, the Terminator tonight, man. He said, I'm going to come out aggressive. You'll see, it'll be different than the last fight.
Absolutely.
Last fight, he was kind of shaking off a little bit of rust, wasn't super aggressive early in the fight, had to kind of come back and take it in the second half of the fight, but tonight he's coming out right off the bat as we go to look at some of those replays from that first round.
Yeah, he's actually moving really well tonight. The last fight in Mexico in April, he told me, he said he felt like he was dancing in quicksand.
Okay.
You know, and he couldn't get his feet moving. He said he didn't know why, but you know, he muscled it out.
Again, sometimes that rust can happen to you.
Yeah, and then one thing you can see different with Wade right now, you can tell he's really dialed in his nutrition. You can look at Wade's physique and tell you that he's taking the sport of boxing serious. I just ran into Wade the other day. He was at the Shaw Bar getting his meal preps and everything done. So you can tell this guy is 100% in on his boxing right now.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Wade's all about that life. He's fully committed to this boxing life now that he's come back, and he's going to give everything he's got, he said.
Yeah, and all our time with Wade, he's been through many diets. You know, we crack up all the time. Hey, you finally found something that works?
Yeah, he did. I just seen him picking up his meals and things like that. So it's good to have a facility, a nutritionist that's helping them out. Shout out to the Shaw Bar here in Stockton, California.
And that's typical of fighters, you know. In their career, they try things. It might work, it might not. It might work for someone in their camp, and then they try it. It doesn't work for them.
Right.
It's all about finding that recipe, and that's why it's, you know, a marathon, not a sprint, you
Absolutely.
know. But Wade is really, he's throwing some power here.
Nice counters.
Man, I love how game Cardenas is, though. Always comes to fight.
The pedigree. You know, Cardenas may have a 9-8 record, but let me tell you, I guarantee you those 8 are wars.
Oh, nice.
Right when I speak, great left hand by Cardenas.
And you said wars. Shelly, it looks like we might have a war starting to brew on our hands here, because these guys are not backing up. Neither of them wants to relent to the other. They're standing toe-to-toe, going back and forth, trading shots. This is classic boxing right here.
Yeah, most definitely. Cardenas took some time off, a few years.
Beautiful body shot by Wade.
Oh, yes.
Nice left hook by Wade.
Both guys invest into the body.
At this point, you guys got to understand, for these guys to be so tight, they felt each other's power already.
Oh, yeah.
This comes down to will. Will you or will I? And that's what it is.
And you see Cardenas try to push Wade back, but the young Terminator's coming on strong here.
Beautiful, beautiful body work by both fights.
man, these in-the-pocket exchanges are so entertaining to watch. Just constant action.
Their ways hurting to the body.
That body shot.
That liver shot. That liver shot. There it is. That's 3.
Wade knows it's there. He's leaning over. He's hurting.
Another body shot by Wade. For all you young fighters that spend time on a heavy bag, this is where it comes in handy right here. You're sitting in the pocket. You got to beat on something. Beat on your opponent.
Oh, Cardenas, you could see the way he steps back, takes that deep breath.
That's it, man. And where you're conditioning that.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He goes back to his corner, and you can see in his face. Yeah, he's not sitting down.
He doesn't think he might not be able to stand up if he does.
Oh, no, he did sit down.
Let's see some of the work we saw in that toe-to-toe second round.
Right there.
Nice left hook. Wade, I like, is using both hands to go to the body. He's not just looking for that liver shot. He's throwing uppercuts with the right hand. He's hitting both sides. And he's really making Cardenas have to cover everything from the waist up.
I'm loving Wade's poise. You know something? When you go through turmoil, when you go through your first loss, 1-2 fights down the line after, we always wonder what you got. Wade's taking these shots nicely, and he's reacting like someone with experience.
Looks like a kid in the candy shop. He's doing everything and eating everything.
He wants,
giving it out.
He wants to prove a point, you can tell, does Jones. He wants to show he can dominate.
Look at the determination in his face.
And that's what I mean. It's just a different look in his eye than we saw in Tijuana.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a more focused, driven look, you know? Like you said, he felt like he was in quicksand. He couldn't get out of the blocks. But tonight, man, he's got out the blocks fast, and he's continuing to keep That's going to be the foul, guys. That's going to be the foul.
And it is the punch that you don't see.
What were we talking about earlier? This is not football. This is not basketball. There is no gotta play the whole game. At any point in boxing, it can be.
Hey, and let's go to the replay. Here you see him mixing it up. And here it is, a right hand that he does not see. Wade Jones catches a right hand that landed right on the kisser. Cardenas is successful today.
We were talking about Wade trying to prove a point. Sometimes when you try to prove a point, you might not fight the most technical fight. You want to dominate. You want to push your guy back. You want to throw big shots. But when you do that, like we said earlier, you leave yourself open to receive big shots.
Yeah, he was trying to throw everything that he has in his tool bag, and you just can't.
And
experience like this,
it's one of those things. If you're gonna sit in there and fight and you're gonna mix it up with somebody, you gotta understand whatever you're throwing, there's gonna be something coming back. And whatever's coming back, can you take it? And that's what it is. As we can see with sportsmanship, these guys are both talking. Wade seems to be okay. He's probably a little shocked with the flash knockdown, but hey, this is boxing.
well, I tell you what, too, and it comes with experience. I think Wade might have done better if he took a little longer to wear down Cardenas. I think maybe he tried to go too hard too soon, and Cardenas still had the power.
And that's what I brought up when I said when you got a 9-8 record like that, these type of guys are not afraid to lose, and they're going to get in there and go for the fight.
Absolutely.
Cardenas understood what kind of boxer that was in front of him. And if he was going to mix it up, he's already so used to risking it for everything that he has to gain. And that's what we've seen tonight.
Oh, yeah, Cardenas, when he fought Gio, after that fight with Gio, I helped him get a fight with Top Rank, and he got knocked out to the body, and he took that back home and he worked on it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great fight. Congratulations to both guys. They put on a show to start everything for us leading into our headliner. Actually, our co-main event. We got 2 more fights, you guys. The action has just begun.
Yes, definitely. Again, way to go back and regroup and see where he's going to go from here. We'll get him back here in December for sure.
And
he's a Toscano boxing fighter.
He is a Toscano fighter. Let's go to Pablo, you guys. so he can congratulate our winner. What a great fight.
Yes, sir. I'm going to step out. I got to go take care of a couple of things.
Absolutely, Israel. Thank you for joining us in the booth. We always appreciate your expertise and everything you bring forward. From the administrative part of the boxing that everybody don't get a chance to know about, you bring that to us. You sit with us. Thank you very much, brother.
Oh, man, you got it. It's best to have you guys on the horns, man. Hey, we can't do it without the whole team, and you guys are part of the Toscano Boxing team.
Man, I appreciate you so much. All right, you guys. Israel,
God bless you all.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, David Hartman, gives it a count of 10. Officially 48 seconds into round number 3. Tenemos el tiempo oficial 48 segundos en el round número 3. Your winner by way of KO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout, Salem, Oregon in the house, Marco Antonio Cardenas.
Guys, I'm here with your winner, Marco Cardenas. I'm going to start calling you the Stockton Spoiler, because every time you're here, you take on one of the hometown favorites, and you're able to pull it off, this time in impressive KO fashion. Tell me a little bit about what was going on in that fight and where you thought you were in that third round.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for letting me and Wade come out healthy. Oh man, he's a dog. It was tough. I had to adapt and listen to my corner. And that's exactly what I did, and we got the result.
What was the corner telling you to do?
Double jab right, come up under, and use my right.
And that's what ended up finishing the fight there. Yeah, Wade came out strong. You know, he kind of had a point to prove, you could tell. Maybe got a little too aggressive too soon. And then that experience that you have came through, and it was like you're just kind of waiting in the weeds to come up and land that big shot. And you did. What were your thoughts? You landed that shot. Did you know instantly fight was over?
I did not, because he's such a dog. He tough, super tough. One of the toughest fights I've ever had, for sure. So I thought he was going to get up.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, I was able to do it on the broadcast for you, but now you have the mic. I'm going to let you do it to your, for yourself, for your daughters back at home. Anything you want to tell everybody back in Oregon?
Back at home, thank you, everybody who helped me prepare for this. Jenny, Gigi, Gali, I love you, and I can't wait to get back home to you girls. Thank you, everybody from Stockton.
Let's hear it one more time for your winner, Marco Cardenas.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marco Cardenas celebrates in the ring, taking pictures. Coaches, families, everybody, he has a reason to celebrate, man. He just came out here and put on a show against a tough boxer in Wade Jones Jr. Let me tell you, we have our co-main event and our main event coming up with Giovanni King Jill. Always exciting. I had a chance to speak with King Jill this week, and King Jill promised us one thing. He's coming in to knock this guy out. We just had another spoiler. Are we gonna see another one? That I don't know. But I tell you what though, my man Brandon is just joining me back in the booth. Brandon, we just seen a spoiler. This whole crowd was here for Wade Jones. And when you mix it up in boxing, things happen.
Man, every time Cardenas comes to Stockton, again, he takes that hometown crowd right out of it. Just like that. He did it against Joe Gonzalez, who we're going to see here next. He did it against Wade Jones.
And now calling to the ring from Santa Ana, California, Michael Chamuco Bracamontes.
Here we go. Michael Bracamontes makes his way to the ring. Opponents have changed several times for this fight for Lodi's Giovanni Gonzalez. But when Michael Bracamontes, the young gun, got the call a few weeks ago, he only had one thing to say: where do I sign? The 18-year-old Bracamontes Only loss came at the hands of a 10-4 Carlos Marcelino last February. But out of the 7 victories, 4 of them have come by finish here for Bracamontes, and he relishes the opportunity to test himself and maybe put himself on the map against a well-known fighter in Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought the last fight was exciting, let me tell you, grab whatever drink you're gonna have, grab your beer, grab your shot of tequila, sit down. There's gonna be a lot of punches thrown in this match.
Yeah, you know what? Don't go to the fridge during this fight, guys. Get it done now. You're not gonna wanna miss a minute of this action coming up between Bracamontes and Gonzalez. And you'll know when that crowd starts to roar for the introduction of Giovanni Gonzalez, how much they love him around here.
And also calling to the ring from Stockton, California, Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez.
Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez has been a staple in the 209 boxing scene since he turned pro back in 2016, and now the 33-year-old Gonzalez feels that the time is now for him to try and achieve the goals he set out for himself in the sport. He was candid when Shelly and I talked to him about his thoughts on Bracamontes taking this fight, saying, I don't know what his camp told him or why they think they can beat me, but if this kid wants to smoke, he's gonna get all the smoke come fight night. Gio's known for that elusive counterpunching, defensive ability, unorthodox movement, but tonight he said, I'm coming to hurt this kid. I'm coming to put this kid out. Now, is that the best bet for him, Shelly, to win this fight? And maybe is Gio using a little bit of that veteran gamesmanship that he likes to do, where he says he's gonna do one thing, but then comes out with a totally different game plan? I wouldn't put it past him, Shelly.
No, I wouldn't. You know, when you said speak candidly to us, Gio told us. And even if you look at Gio's outfit, he's matching Mayweather right now.
Gio's always had the style.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toscano Boxing Promotions, Chicken Ranch Casino, Chase Chevrolet, Buy Into It, and El Cejas Michelada Mix present to you the co-main event of the evening. This NorCal SoCal showdown is set for 6 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Damas y caballeros, ese es el combate coestelar de esta noche. 6 rounds en la categoría de peso ligero. Your 3 judges scoring. Sus 3 jueces, Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas, Gitling, and Dave Hartman. Your referee in charge of the action, su referee para medir las acciones, Michael Margado. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with pink trim. Officially weighs in 131 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, pantaloncillo color negro con rosa, con un peso de 131 libras. And his professional campaign, he stands with a record 8 near perfect one. 7 victories, 1 defeat, and 4 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 7 victorias, 1 derrota y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Santa Ana, California, Michael El Chamuco Bracamontes. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears the black trunks with orange trim. Official weight, 137.6 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color negro con naranja, con un peso de 137.6 libras. As a professional, he stands with a record 18 victories, 5 defeats, 1 draw, and 13 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 18 victorias, 5 derrotas, 1 empate y 13 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. The fighting pride of NorCal, the IBU World Champion from Stockton, California, Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez. And now, giving out the final instructions con las indicaciones finales, su referee en turno, Michael Margado. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
your dressing room. We're going to have a good, clean, hard-fought professional fight. Touch gloves now. God bless you both.
Welcome back, folks. This co-main event. As we look at the tail of the tape, 33 years old to the young buck, 18-year-old Bracamontes. 24 fights to 8 fights, 18 wins, 7 wins for Bracamontes. Experience, advantage for Gonzalez as we're joined by Israel Guijardo. Once again,
hello,
our
everyone.
third man in the booth as we get this co-main event underway. Gonzalez, Bracamontes.
Yeah, Bracamontes fought 8 times this year. This is his ninth fight, 18 years old.
Crazy, man. We haven't seen anything like that since everybody was doing COVID when they had a lot of the bubble fights going on. I think the most active company was Toscano. You guys were down there in Mexico, man. You guys put on what, like 7 fights that year?
Oh yeah, it was a good year.
Ooh, nice body shot there.
Nice body shot. So that's smart for Gio, man. Test the young man to his body. See what he can take, you know?
Bracamontes looking sharp though here in this first round.
Absolutely, man. When you know where a guy is, you know he got a name, you try to come into his hometown and make a name for yourself. That's the game.
Got nothing to lose out here.
Nah.
Yeah, he's facing a veteran. He said it was an honor to get in the ring with King Gio.
That's right.
You know, Gio's going to give him some lessons tonight.
Gio.
Let's see. Is it the experience? Is it the wisdom? Or is it the youth? Is it the speed?
We'll see tonight here.
Gio came in a little overweight, a couple pounds over the contracted weight, and so we'll see if that's something that was an issue with him getting weight. Is he not in the best of shape? You know, is it going to be something that affects him? Or
you know, one thing about the 209, I stay in touch with a lot of these fighters over here, man. I spoke to King Gio. Gio spoke to me about the weight. He said the commission had a problem, man. They said it's been a while since he's fought at 135, so they didn't know if he was going to do it. And this is where we're at right now. But all I know is these two are in the ring, so what's going to happen is going to happen.
And we'll see if that affects Gonzalez at all, or Bracamontes can levy that weight advantage. Looks like he's feeling comfortable in there in this first round with Gonzalez. But Gonzalez is tricky. He sets a lot of traps. You think that you got a beat on him, and next thing you know, you're going for it, and he comes back with something that you didn't see coming, and he catches you with a big one.
You know, one thing about these young fighters, when they say they look up to you, that means they've been watching you.
That's it. Almost stalking. That's a good analogy.
You get what I'm saying? They've been watching you. I ain't looking up to you. I'm watching you.
And they have respect for you when they get in there, too.
Right, but at the same time, when they choose you, it's like, yo, I'm going to go after this dog because I think I can beat him.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on here.
And if I beat him, I get all that, get all of that stock in my bank. And so he's trying to do that right now, put himself on the map with a win over Gonzalez in his hometown. Gio's trying to use some head movement to get Bracamontes to open up, try to catch him with the counter.
Oh, that's that experience, man. You see the traps that Gio's trying to set right now, trying to see where this kid is. When Gio changes levels, he's trying to see where he reacts before he throws anything.
Yeah, Gio's tricky, man. He can completely change styles in the middle of a fight at any time, and just never know what's coming out of him.
That overhand that he has.
I see Bracamontes changing stances often, too, kind of step back into southpaw for a little while, and then step back into orthodox. Well, he's playing with some different things, too, but
he's a crafty kid as well.
You know, 6 rounds is a lot of time for Gonzalez to work and set traps and try to play some tricks on Bracamontes. But Bracamontes looks good in that first round. Looks like young, exuberant. Like you said, Shelly got the speed. He's got a lot of pop, a lot of pep in his step. So
pop, pop, pop.
We'll see if Gio can kind of get him thinking a little bit more in this second round.
Gio gets spurting on the kid.
You know, one thing with a guy like Gio, Gio's been around the boxing game for a long time. He's in great shape and stuff like that, so everybody's motor turns a little differently. This young kid came out firing. Let's see how Gio steps it up here in this second round.
Yeah, Shelly and I went out to Giovanni's new gym in Lodi, do some interviews. It was about 110 degrees inside that gym.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Shelly could barely sit and do the interview, and afterwards, Gio gets his gloves on and says, I'm about to get a workout in. So it's like, man, that's just that heart and dedication of a boxer.
Absolutely.
No matter what the temperature, they get that work.
Gio's definitely represented Stockton well for the past decade.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the beauty of being a promoter. We're blessed like this to get to put fights together like this, 50-50 fights.
You know, and it's Toscano, man. This show is called Rising Stars for a reason. Referee letting these guys fight, but being fair, separating them when he needs to separate them. Nice jab down to the body for Gio.
Gio's starting to unload a little bit more, having trouble finding.
And maybe that's the investment with a young kid like this, you know what I mean? Break his body, see where his wheel's at, see how he operates when he's hurt a little bit. You know, that's something I see right now. I hope that switches up, man. Little pullback, straight back, chin up. Yeah. Somebody's gonna get clipped.
Bracamontes got some decent defense as well, and he's pretty, clean technically. Gonzalez starting to get that look in his eye, that focused look.
Yeah, he's gonna slow this kid down, man. Definitely the experience goes to Gio, the feet goes to the young man. Gio's very poised, though. He knows what he's throwing, it's just can he get up out of there?
Gio's always thinking, he's always calculating, he's always trying to find that gap.
Man, we said that in the interview. I could see him thinking on the move. Nice counter.
What happens when you stay and look at your work, do your work, get out of the way.
That's absolutely, yeah.
Bracamontes putting a lot of energy out in these early rounds. We'll see if that affects him if it goes into the later rounds of this fight.
Absolutely.
You see Gio changing levels just a little bit. You know, I'd like to see taking a few different angles.
Gentlemen, you guys are doing a fantastic job so far.
Bracamontes tries to do a little dance, and Gio makes fun of him a little bit. Yeah. Now they start brawling out in the middle of the ring.
You know, Gio is game for the showmanship, man. He's always been that way.
Yeah, oh man, he's a performer at heart. He likes to put on a good show for the fans.
Just missed there. Nice.
Kid's coming for that crown.
The kid's coming serious too.
There's a three-punch combination right there.
You see the kid throwing them spurts again.
Gio having trouble trying to chase the kid down. Oh, little
controversy after the bell, but hey, man.
Oh, little bad blood starting to brew here, boys.
Gentlemen, I'm going to leave you at the booth. I got to go handle some business.
Thanks for stepping in for a little while. It's always a pleasure to have you here, brother.
God bless you. Fantastic job.
Absolutely.
Take a look at some of that replay. That's when Gio kind of made fun of Bracamontes. Bracamontes kind of ran away, and Gio kind of made fun of him. Bracamontes came right back. I mean, Bracamontes is coming, he's not coming to do well.
No,
he's coming to win.
Absolutely. Oh, nice three-punch combo sitting there right there. You know, he's touching Gio. I don't see much reaction from Gio, though. You know, we'll see where the power's at. But punches like that do wear out any fighter.
Yeah, but like I said, Bracamontes, he is young, he's got a lot of energy, but he's putting a lot on these punches, and as it goes into the fourth, into the fifth, into the sixth round, we'll see if he's able to keep that output up.
Yeah, he starts the round off with a double jab.
Gio's not always, he's not been known as being a quick starter. He's more of a, calculator. I'll learn his opponent in the first couple rounds and then start to take advantage of mistakes he sees them make. So we'll see if he starts to capitalize on things that he saw in the first two rounds.
Nice double jab.
Ooh, Gio's looking for that big right hand. You can tell.
Gio has a great overhand right that he throws.
Gio's starting to really assert that jab. Gio's coming on a little bit here.
Absolutely, man. I see this guy got some young legs, man. If I was in there right now, I'd start cutting off the ring.
And are we seeing Bracamontes slow down just a hair in this third round?
Cut off the ring and press the young man. That's exactly what I do. Like these pot shots and these combos that he get off, you got to stop that. But right now, give the young man credit. Oh, nice counter, nice counter.
Bracamontes, so aggressive, constantly coming forward, undeterred.
You know, Gil's eating some of his best shots, man. One thing I see back, man, is after a few combos, there's some straight pullbacks, and that's where the problem's going to be. Nice body shot for Gil.
Yeah, Gio's investing into that body a lot.
Yeah,
Rachmaninoff's keeping that hand pretty disciplined.
He is keeping
that elbow right
man,
there.
But one thing I have started to notice is that mouth is starting to open. That has a lot to do with those body shots.
And the output that he's doing. He's just throwing
Absolutely.
so hard, so much.
Yeah, when you get tired, man, the game plan gonna change just a little bit.
And this is a big show in front of a guy's hometown crowd. You know, can be a lot of pressure. You start to feel it.
Again with the body shot.
Giovanni starting to settle in here. Minute left, third round.
You know, Gil's not throwing a lot of jabs, so when he does throw them, they're sticking.
Yeah, he really pokes it in there. He's really, you can tell he really wants that overhand right there. He's trying to set it up with jabs to the body.
Nice slick movement by Gil.
Crowd imploring their man, Giovanni Gonzalez, as they go head-to-head here, finishing this third round with flurries, both of them letting it all on the line. Little dance at the end from Gonzalez.
Always showmanship from Gio, you know what I mean?
That was Gio's best round. I think he's starting to kind of feel himself, his range.
Absolutely, man. I could easily see this being 1-1 right now.
As we go into the fourth round, could easily be a 2-1 either way.
Absolutely,
but Gio, slow start in the first 2 rounds. Tough to score. Rachmaninoff's really aggressive in the first 2 rounds, and that round Gio started to, I don't know if maybe he's finding his range or if Rachmaninoff is kind of losing a little speed on his defense.
Yeah, definitely correction on my part, man. The first round, I really didn't know which way that went. The last 2 rounds, I can see that being 1-on-1. But going into the fourth, I think we'll start seeing who's going to define themselves and who's going to take over this match. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're only here for 6 rounds. We're just going into the fourth, so we're halfway into this bout.
And it's been a close fight. It's been a very aggressive fight from Bracamontes. A very tactical fight from Gonzalez. Let's see what the game plan was. What was Gio possibly setting up early in the fight that he's going to try to take advantage of in the later rounds against the young Bracamontes?
And you see Gio right now, man. 1-2, 1-2. More aggressive with the jab. Investing down to the body. I think something's getting set up for up top. That right hand's tucked.
Little squabble with the ref. Wasn't sure exactly what he was saying there.
You know, nice.
Gio's really starting to utilize that jab more and more as the fight goes on.
Yeah, this is where I think Gio's trying to set traps right now. He's trying to use that experience to get this young man to commit and maybe hit him with something big.
Definitely.
A little dirty boxing going on right now. Oh. That's twice.
Gio complaining, man, that's the second time he did that. So ref brings him in, hey boys, let's play nice, okay?
Gio with that overhand he's known for.
If it lands, it's trouble for Bracamontes.
Absolutely, man. But I think both of these guys are putting themselves in a situation where if anything lands, it's going to be trouble. Nice slick movement by Gio.
Gio's starting to use that head work he's known for.
That's right, man. Gio's super quick, man. He's in shape. You can see him switching up from the southpaw to the orthodox stand. Trying to give this kid some different looks, man. Maybe that changes the way the fight goes. Ooh.
That was a nice right hand.
Nice check right from the front. There you go.
The young bull tries to push Gio back. Lets him off the ropes here.
Nice 4-punch combo by Gio, letting his hands go.
Back to the jab for Gonzalez.
Oh, nice jab too, man. 2 stiff jabs.
Just flicking it out there.
That's it.
Touching it.
Yeah, man. You gotta sometimes you gotta sit down on that stick, put a little something on it, you know? I think at this point, A boy's already ready to walk through whatever he's throwing, so you got to sit down on some punches at this point. Switch up the timing, switch up the levels.
I feel like Gio sees something.
He does see something, but that one punch, I wouldn't even let this kid get to the point where he's going to be confident in the 6th round. If you see something, I do it now. And one thing I would not let this throw to get off first.
10 seconds left here, 4th round. Just getting into the later rounds now, this scheduled 6-round fight. Gonzalez starting to come on a little bit more behind that jab.
Yeah.
But Bracamontes not slowing down that much. He's still coming forward, still throwing combos, still chasing Gonzalez around the ring. Take a look here at some of the action from that 4th round.
Nice check hook right there by Gio. Some work to the body. Like I said, they're both mixing it up.
Yeah, they're both doing good things. They're doing different things, but they're both doing good things here. As we get into these rounds where experience usually is a benefit, we'll see if Gonzalez can start to execute some of the traps he might have been setting earlier in the fight. But Bracamontes looking at him in the corner, man, he looks like he's super relaxed. He doesn't look like he's tired. He's not breathing too hard.
Hey, man, that's them 18-year-old legs right there, man.
Yeah, that's that youth, man.
That's that youth. Gio knows what this is at this point. Starting off with jab.
Back to the body, Gonzalez. Ooh, there's that big right hand. It's like Gio's trying to shell up and make his way in. Man, Bracamontes, nice 1-2-1.
Nice right hook. Gio back to the body.
Gio complaining about something here.
Glove to the eye.
Maybe a headbutt or.
It looks like an eye poke at this point, man. Super common in boxing.
I see the referee's kind of making a motion like the forehead, like maybe duck down and.
Yeah, possible headbutt, giving Gio some time.
Gio instantly reacted to it, so it wasn't, it was like something that was painful and unexpected, obviously. You do see a little swelling under that eye of Gio, but let's see what happens, man. It looks like it kind of pissed him off a little bit, Shelly.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of these guys, man, they get hit with something, they want to get that back. That's just part of the game, man.
Or if they feel like they got fouled, they want to, go there and hurt. I want to hurt you now.
Oh, yeah, shit, a flagrant. Somebody gives you a flagrant foul, you want to give them a flagrant foul. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Now they're scrapping.
Gio's got that look in his eye. He's starting to move forward and throw.
Oh, nice right hand.
More body work from Gonzalez. Boys are trading punches in the middle of the ring. Gonzalez starting to hunt now.
Oh, yeah, he's stalking right now. Let him know that he ain't feeling nothing. Now it's going to be down to the output.
They're talking to each other a little bit there on the break.
Yeah, we got 60 seconds.
Oh, nice combo coming forward from Gonzalez as he blitzes into that 1-2. He's starting to find Bracamontes more and more.
Yeah, Gio with some excellent defense, man. Gosh, look at that body shot.
Oh, right hand lands for Bracamontes. Might have hurt Gio, but Gio comes back with a fast combo.
Oh, nice left hand by Gio.
Both these boys spitting snot.
Gio just missed with shots.
30 seconds in this 5th round. Man, it's getting hot now, Shelly. Let's see who can put a stamp on the end of this round.
Nice double jab, young man, just to keep that distance, keep Gio honest at this point.
I like that he keeps going back to that jab. That shows discipline to be able to not just get in the firefight, but also remember I got to get back to my jab and Lands a nice 1-1-2 against Gonzalez here as the round closes out.
Man, and both of these guys keep exchanging when it comes to dominance. Sometimes Gio's stepping forward, sometimes the young man's stepping forward. Nice 1-2 by Gio. Great right hand. I think
Gio running after him.
I think Gio hurt him with something.
Tough rounds to score because, just like you said, one guy will flurry and get off. The next thing you know, the other guy's flurrying and getting off. Speaking of some of that flurry, let's take a look at the back and forth action from that 5th round. Oh, I think that was it looked like a headbutt, maybe a collision of heads.
Yeah.
And right in that eye socket area that can affect a fighter instantly. That's that blitz forward from Gonzalez. I love the toe-to-toe action we're seeing here in this co-main event, Shelly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. One thing about Gio, too, man, Gio's been over at Nick and Nate Diaz's gym here in town, getting some sparring. Everything is super heavy and crazy over there right now. As we all know, hometown hero Nate Diaz is fighting Jake Paul coming up here in August. So Stockton is an incredible place right now when it comes to sparring and some good competition.
Final instructions,
Ladies and gentlemen,
final
this is
round.
round number 6, your final round.
Gio Gonzalez
el round número 6.
taking on Michael Bracamontes here. Let's see who's got enough. And where do you think the cards are at this point, Shelly?
Man, 50-50. I think everything comes down to this round. I think both corners understand what their fighters need to do. And they got 2 minutes, 45 seconds to show us all who's going to be victorious.
Will the king keep his crown, or will the young buck come and begin his reign tonight in Stockton?
You know, that's one thing, man. My man Steve Stokes has always told me boxing is a young man's game. So will it be the experience, will it be the skill, or again, will it be the youth?
Nice 1-2 there from Bracamontes. Gio poking with that jab again. The crowd start to chant his name. Oh, nice right hand. He steps right into, starts to throw some big hooks. Oh, I think the crowd's imploring him, giving him extra energy.
Nice 1-2 from the young man. Karina's looking good. You know, both of these fighters have faced a little adversity in this. Both are stand tall. They're both doing well.
Yeah. Absolutely, both of them showing the heart as well that it takes in that 6th round to come forward, even though you've been going to war for 5 rounds already and keep coming forward. Bracamontes is still light on his toes, still moving though, still got those legs, those young legs.
Yeah, he got some bounce on him, but Gio knows what to do. Gio's staying right in the pocket. He's staying right in range.
Coming straight for him.
That's what I'm saying. He's right in range. Oh, nice 3-punch combo. And then Gio comes right back. Gio with some great things. The young man with a 1-2, another 1-2. You got to be careful when you got a guy with experience like Gio, because you keep throwing the same punch combination. Gio might figure you out and catch you with something. Let's see what happens. Nice jab. Ooh, Gio tried to throw that straight from behind. At this point, these guys got to know this card is tight. I wouldn't waste any time.
Oh, big overhand right from Gonzalez. And you know, Bracamontes fighting in Gonzalez's hometown as well. And every time Gio lands, you hear a big roar. And sometimes that can play a part in the scorecards. 20 seconds left. 6th and final round. King Giovanni Gonzalez taking on Michael Bracamontes. Co-main event action in Stockton. Rising stars for
Gio looking for that home run. What a great co-main event, you guys.
Great fight. Great fight. What do you think, Shelly? What do you think it's going to be?
Man, flip a coin, bro. What you want to call? Heads or tails?
We're looking at some of the final.
This is a tough one.
Final action here in this 6th-round co-main event.
You know, I give the cleaner shots to Gio. Gio definitely have the counter shots. The young man was aggressive at times, let his hands go.
Put up a lot of numbers as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got it. When it comes to those judges, I don't know what are you watching?
They were earlier in the card. They were awarded the cleaner boxing from Olguin. against Chiloa. So we'll see if, what's going to win out. Numbers or power. Just never know. As we tally the scorecards. One more fight, guys, on the agenda tonight. Our main event, 8-round scheduled. Arturo Cardenas taking on Jose Garcia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the last call for all of those beer junkies. So better make your way to the bar. We're closing in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Después de 6 rounds de combate, nos vamos con la decisión de los jueces. Susan Thomas Gitland. She scores it 58 to 56, 58-56, in a favor de González. Judge David Hartman scores it 59 to 55, 59-55, in favor, a favor de Bracamontes. And Brian Tsukamoto scores it 57-57 even, 57-57. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a draw. Damas y caballeros, tenemos un empate.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear the crowd booing and things like this, but I'm going to tell you, neither fighter wants a draw, but also neither fighter wants a loss.
I'm here after a draw between Giovanni Gonzalez, Michael Bracamontes. You seem like you're upset. How are you feeling after hearing that? That was a decided draw.
I mean, I feel like we won this fight clearly, but the judge's decision is what it is,
Giovanni is a tricky fighter. You came out strong, and we were wondering if you were going to be able to keep up that pace, and you were. You looked fresh all the way to the end. What were your thoughts after that final round? You said you were confident that you won that fight and that you're surprised at the draw, but can you see how the judges might have got that decision?
Honestly, don't know how they got the draws, but it is what it is. I know it came to his hometown, but hats off to him.
Great fight, Michael Bracamontes. Thank you. I'm here with the other half of that split draw, Giovanni Gonzalez. Gio, it was a tough fight, man. The kid, he's a young gun. You never back down from a challenge. Comes up 18 years old. You knew he was going to have lots of energy. What were your thoughts on how the fight played out?
It was a good fight. He knew the overhand right was there, so his team did a good game plan of taking that away. But I thought he won like 2 rounds. That's no more than that. I mean, that's about it.
And what were your thoughts after the final round? Did you feel like that you'd done enough to win it on the scorecards?
Yeah. He never hurt me. He didn't do shit. I mean, he was just either I was chasing him or, I had to cut the ring off or he was there. But I mean, he was not engaged unless I engaged, which is, I guess, smart. But it is what it is, you know? He's a good kid. He's a good kid and he has a bright future, but he wasn't better than me. How's that?
Yeah, it looked like an entertaining fight for you guys. You're kind of talking a little bit, you know, getting a little emotional in there. You got a huge fan base here in Stockton. What do you want to let these guys know and how much their support means to you when you're in the ring?
Thank you everybody out here. Shout out to Toscano Boxing Promotions for always throwing fights in the 209. Nobody else is doing it but them. And big shout out to George, Easy. They're out here doing what other people are just talking about and they're actually doing it. So shout out to them and shout out to Stockton 209.
Yeah, man, it's great having you every time we get you in the Toscano Boxing Ring, man. Always a pleasure calling your fights. Let's hear it one more time for Stockton's own King Giovanni Gonzalez. Here we go, folks. We're ready for our main event of the evening. 8-round featherweight matchup between undefeated Robert Garcia product Arturo Cardenas and 13-4 Jose Edgardo. Shelly, interesting split draw. You said it could be a coin flip, and you were absolutely right about that. I mean, it's exactly
and
what
that's
it was.
how I felt. You know, when I say Jill in there, Jill's experience and everything is what really helped him in this fight. But you know what? Let's go to Pablo. Let's get
Looks
ready
like,
for our main
Pablo's
event.
ripped, ready, roaring to go. Let's go. Last fight of the night.
And now making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas, Jose Edgardo Garcia.
And here comes Jose Edgardo Garcia. Comes into tonight's bout boasting an impressive 13-4-3 record. But upon further investigation, you'd see that all of his wins came in the first half of his 10-year career. Since then, it's been a mix of losses and draws. Although his last fight was a split decision loss to a very, very talented 23-0 Venezuelan fighter and Helgi Mosquito. Tonight, the 34-year-old comes in to see if he can recreate some of that power that allowed him to get 9 finishes while accumulating those 13 wins. Shelly, they say the last thing to go is power. Well, if Eduardo still has that power, he's going to have to find Cardenas with it tonight if he plans on winning this fight.
Absolutely. You know, but his opponent comes from a gym where Robert Garcia is, so his opponent is actually spending so much time sparring with world champions. So when you talk about power, what kind of power do you think Cardenas has actually seen?
Yeah, you know, we will see if he can first of all, find the power, and then if it's enough to actually dispatch the very talented up-and-coming.
Right, and that's the one thing we know about power.
Cardenas.
You got to land it.
And also making his way to the ring from Sahuayo, Michoacán, Mexico, Arturo Cardenas.
Arturo Cardenas comes from elite pedigree, having been a product made inside the walls of the prestigious Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. He's had the opportunity to train with some of the best and is trained by one of the best. Shelly, coming from a camp like that sometimes can build pressure. You could compare it to being like a #1 draft pick in the NFL. When you get to the big show, if you don't perform, everyone calls you a bust. Well, we've had the honor of watching this young man fight several times, and each and every time he comes up with an MVP-type performance. But this isn't football. It only takes one loss to change your whole season. On paper, this is a game Cardenas should win. But if he loses, everyone's going to question, is he as good as we thought he was?
Is he as good? You know, and that has a lot to do, man. Sometimes when you're sitting there and you're in position and you're on the winning team, people expect you to perform like everybody in your camp. You got the experience, you got the team, you got the knowledge. Can you apply it?
You shouldn't lose. You shouldn't lose. There's a lot of pressure on that. You know, he wants to perform. and continue that lineage of his pedigree at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. We'll see if he can do it. He's a young man, he's on the rise. But you got a really game 13-4, Jose Edgardo coming to beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please to the center of the ring. Please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America. And to sing the national anthem, we have international recording artist Jeff Cook.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much to international recording artist Jeff Cook.
Kilo, Madera. The Madera brothers are in the crowd right now.
It's time for boxing. It's time to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your featured bout of the evening. 8 rounds of boxing in the featherweight division. Damas y caballeros, este es el combate estelar de esta noche. Pactado a 8 asaltos en la división de peso pluma. And it's all presented by Toscano Boxing Promotions in association with Chicken Ranch Casino, Chase Chevrolet, Buy Into It, and El Cejas Michelada Mix. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Brian Tsukamoto, Susan Thomas Gitlin, and Michael Margado. Your referee in charge of the action, su referee para medir las acciones, international referee, Ed Collantes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, joining us around the world on FightHype TV on YouTube, we are live from Stockton, California, USA. Time to take care of business. Ajusten sus cinturones. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the gold and red trunks. He officially weighs in 128 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, pantaloncillo color oro con rojo, con un peso 128 libras. In 17 pro bouts, he stands with a record 13 victories, 4 defeats, and 9 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 13 victorias, 4 derrotas, y 9 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. He's originally from San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and now representing Houston, Texas, USA, Jose Edgardo Cachatrito Garcia. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears the black and gold trunks. He officially weighs in 126.6 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, pantaloncillo color negro con oro, con un peso de 126.6 libras. And 9 pro bouts. He stands perfect. 9 victories, no defeats, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 9 victorias, 0 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. From Sahuayo, Michoacán, Mexico, representing Riverside, California, USA, Arturo Cardenas.
Man, you starting to think like Riverside is right up the street the way these fans
are
right?
Final instructions con las indicaciones finales. International referee, Ed Collantes. 8 rounds, 8 asaltos.
Legal. Aquí reglas está legal, okay? Obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
And here we are with the teller tape. 22, 34 years of age, 10 fights to 20 fights, 9 victories to 13 victories. Cardenas, of course, with no losses. Garcia with 4. Big power coming from Garcia, lots of experience, but let's see what happens in this fight.
Yeah, you know, you said it's starting to feel like Riverside here. We've had so many of these Robert Garcia boxing pupils here, so it's starting to feel like a little bit of his home in Northern California.
You got a little time.
Hey, you guys, and as the first round just started, we just invited a superstar from Stockton, California, Kilo the Kid. My man, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, brother, man?
What's up, Kilo? Good to have you in the booth here. How you feeling? You enjoying these fights here tonight?
Yeah, I just saw some fights here, couple upsets. Looking forward to watching this fight right now. Currently, I know the Robert Garcia's fighter's good. He's jabbing to the stomach good.
Yeah, Cardenas, we've seen him a couple times, man, and, you know, he always comes and puts on a super clean performance, just a well-polished fighter.
Yeah, he's looking good. You know, hands are up, you know, just looking for a good opening. Last time that when me and my brother fought here, he did a good job, too. I think he got a nice knockout.
Yeah, every time he comes in, you know, he does better and better. So first main event for him, so it's kind of a step up. He's making that next step in the ladder as he ascends in the pro ranks here, so kind of interesting to see, you know how he handles that pressure.
And now he's nice and calm, nice and relaxed. Looks like he's just waiting for a nice, good opening.
That's it. Kilo, so, you know, just having you here with your expertise, man, is that something that comes from sparring? Does that come from competition in the gym? Where does that start at, man?
I think that's a little bit of everything. A lot of sparring, a good uppercut, a lot of sparring, a lot of training, and just being calm, relaxed, but definitely from experience, you know?
Yeah, last time you were here, you headlined for us. You put on an amazing show in a tough fight. Now you have an amazing big platform that you're on right now. Personally, how are you doing with everything that's going on in your camp?
My camp was beautiful. I mean, I've trained really hard, been running mountains, stairs, good sparring. I mean, the beginning of my camp, even before the fight camp started, I was sparring Dervin Checo from Munguia.
Right.
And even though he got dropped that last round, I still believe he won that fight.
I believe you won that fight as well, man. I remember I reached out to you about that. I was like, man, your guy got robbed for sure.
Ooh, some action starting to heat up in this fight here. 30 seconds left in that first round.
A good shot right there. Looked like Cardenas got the better of that overhand left.
Cardenas, the younger fighter, but tell you what, Edgardo's got some bulk on him, man. He looks like the bigger fighter in there tonight.
Nice counter.
Ooh, some body shots.
Good body shot.
Oh,
down he goes with the jab. Was that a jab or left hand?
It's like he feinted the jab. They feinted the right, and he came back with the jab with less than 10 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect that jab coming back. Let's see if he can, the bell.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it right after that 10-second clack.
It was a hard drop, but he looked like he still would have had some even if the round would have continued. But definitely looking forward to this next round, man. That was only round 1.
Yeah.
I think this is the best round of the fight so far, for sure. I mean, the best round of all the fights.
Of all the fights.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you. That was the best round of the fight. The first round.
And there it is.
There it is. He kind of like feinted the cross and came in, stepped in with that hard jab.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Put him down. That was nice. Real nice.
That's definitely something that's practiced in the gym, you know.
Okay.
Doing something over and over and over. He's practicing good moves, you know, body shots, and looks good.
Hey, we got the little bro here
Hector,
coming
man,
in.
he should have been on this card, man. That would have been something
Hector's a
fabulous
superstar,
added
man.
to this card.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
He's a showstopper, show shiner. you
yeah,
know.
Yeah, he is. Every single time, both these guys, man.
Here we go, round 2. Cardenas was able to drop Garcia here in that end of that first round.
Nice stiff jabs, moving around, filling them out.
That's starting to open up with some more power. Oh, that
Good
cross
right
to the
gut.
body.
Nice jabs. Yeah, this might end it. This round is the next one, man.
Hey, and
I don't think he'll go past 4 for sure.
Okay, to have your expertise, it's good to have that. You guys heard that's Kilo the Kid. He knows better. If Kilo calls it, I'm calling it. Kilo, man, what's it like, man? You go from headlining arenas at your hometown. Now you're heading out to Texas to fight in front of thousands of people. I don't know how many millions are going to tune in with pay-per-view, man. What changes from being in arenas that are a little bit more intimate to these large-scale sellouts?
Well, I mean, really, I've never been on something this big with, obviously, Nate Diaz is the biggest card of the year in general, even with boxing. But I've been here before. You know, I've started on Jose Ramirez's undercards before he became champion, you know, 15,000 people. When I was 4-0, I took out a dude who was 8-1 in front of 15,000 people as a co-main event.
Okay.
So I'm used to the crowd, and I've been here before. I just had to, you know, continue my route and get back on track.
Okay. Man, you see guys like this. He comes from Riverside. He's over there at Robert Garcia's gym. I know you've been in some incredible gyms dating back from doing sparring with Andre Ward and so forth, man. How big of an advantage is it when you can get in there with other world champions at a young age?
I think it's great, man, because at the end of the day, experience is everything. And when you can sit there and spar people, you always pick different things up. You know, as long as you're not getting damaged up, you know, because you could also get hurt, too, sparring tough guys like that. Ooh, man, beautiful
back into some of this
hard
action
counters.
here in the ring.
He's throwing 2s and 3s when he counters.
Yeah, Cardenas is really starting to dig down on these punches.
And he's turning the hips on him.
Oh,
Look at that.
Beautiful.
A 3-2 counter.
So quick.
Uppercuts, too.
There he is. Hey, he hit that equilibrium on that one right there. That left hook kind of hurt him.
You can
The
hear.
guy got some experience, too, no? He had like 18 fights. How many fights he got?
Yeah, well, he has 13-4 with 9
13
KOs.
and 4, yeah.
Yeah, he's no slouch.
Kilo, looking at this from the outside in, man, what advice do you have someone that's getting teed off on like right now? Like, what should Garcia do to switch up the pace of this fight?
If I was Garcia, honestly, he would probably have to press more, make it a dirty fight, you know, try to grab him, hit him, you know, definitely, like, just throw him off his game, you know, maybe even low blow if he had to. Just make it a dirty fight, really, you know. But more, you know, maybe use a little bit of forearm, stiff arms, hold the head, hit. But just don't sit there and try to box with him like that, because when he's right there boxing, he's getting countered tough.
At what point does a fighter know to make those moves? Is that going to come from the corner, or does that have to come from within you?
Honestly, it could come from both, but I really think it has to come from within, because I see a lot of boxing fights all the time, and I'm like, man, why doesn't this guy do that? And I'm just like, maybe they don't have that in them, you know, to do that.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, one, I believe is the will to win, but it's also the, like sometimes you got to get gritty and not everybody has that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and you know, you say like, try to bully a little bit Cardenas, but man, he's so skilled. And he's got such good footwork, and it's definitely easier said than done against a kid like that who can just, you know, dance around the ring and all of a sudden stop and throw a hard 3-piece like he's been putting on.
I'm not saying it would work. I'm just saying that would.
But you gotta try to do it.
Attempt those things.
You gotta try.
You gotta try everything and everything until you find what works.
Yeah.
You know,
and it might be going into the fire, but you know, it's the only way to win sometimes. You know.
And there's some things that work, you know, some things don't. Obviously, what he's doing right now isn't working, you know. So.
Yeah, he ain't gonna outbox this kid. He ain't gonna outbox this kid.
He needs to switch it up, you know. But great job on Cardenas, man. He's looking amazing.
If you guys are just tuning in, it's round 3 of our main event here at Toscano Boxing. Right now, it's looking like 2-0 Cardenas.
Those are the best combos he threw so far, Garcia.
That's right.
Yeah, he's starting to throw more here. Maybe his corner told him what you said he should do and get forward pressure, start making it uglier and throwing big shots close. And he's trying. He's definitely trying. But man,
that 3-2 combo.
Cardenas, so
that
clean.
Uppercut, man. He has nice uppercuts.
And he throws it tight. Nice parry.
Yeah, his combos are very crisp, untelegraphed. They just go that hook, that counter hook. Split the jab there. Man, he's looking great tonight.
How old is Cardenas?
Man, he is 25, I believe.
25?
Young buck, maybe even younger.
Took that one too nice. Great counter. Nice one, too.
Garcia is,
Garcia has his hands up.
He's getting popped, but he's still
But
trying to
Cardenas
throw.
finds a way to go right between the guard, even with that 1-2.
Super sharp. Oh, another one of those kind of big. Garcia is
I got to
tough.
give it to Garcia. Yeah, he's tough.
bro.
He's giving you some mean shots. And
he's not even flinching, really. Oh, good body shot.
It doesn't look like he's getting weaker, even though he's getting hit big.
Yeah, he keeps throwing,
And he's stalking.
Yeah, he keeps moving forward.
Ooh, good
man,
liver
guys,
shot. Holy
I don't know
shit.
if you fans at home can hear it, but
This
every
is-
time
this
these
is
guys,
the best fight for sure.
Yeah, every time these guys touch, it slaps throughout the arena. You can hear it reverberate.
Nice.
Good main event here so far.
Garcia slips some punches and things like that, but he doesn't react afterwards. And I think he's missing some opportunities. He'll see it when he goes back and watches this fight.
Well, there's a big speed advantage for Cardenas, too.
Absolutely.
So it's tough when a guy's that fast.
Yeah, I might have to go back on that round 4. He's looking like he might not go out.
Yeah, he's a tough Mexican fighter. You know how they get down, man. Oof.
I mean, I'm sure the crowd likes that. They need this. They need to see something like this right now.
Oh, nice right hand.
Man, he is landing big shots. Garcia is not backing up.
Ooh, shit.
Clean right hand lands again. 10 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, Garcia's going to feel it tomorrow for sure.
These guys are really biting down and throwing when they get in the pocket.
Right here on the ring, you can see them mixing it up. Both with good body shots. Oh, check hook up top.
When you're in a slugfest like this, when both guys do these shots, the next day is when they really
That's when you feel it?
They feel those wells for sure.
That adrenaline wears off, and
Yeah, they for sure. They're like, maybe their hands will be swollen, their shoulders.
Man, they're really going for it in these exchanges, guys. Cardenas is making a vertical target. He's going high. He's hitting some body shots. But, man, some of these shots, you think Garcia's got to back up. He's got to start being scared, but he's just not. He's coming forward, throwing big shots of his own. He is not fearing Cardenas at all in this fight.
It's that no surrender Mexican style.
Yeah. No retreat. No surrender.
Both guys have gotten off great punches, great combinations. Let's see where it goes from here.
How do you guys call it? What do you guys see?
I mean, it's just Cardenas with effective striking, just so crisp, so accurate. I think he's taking it on the card so far.
Oh, I definitely think Cardenas taking it on the card.
No, definitely that. But I'm just saying, as far as like Garcia's gonna go out, you think he's getting stronger? You think he's? I mean, obviously, at least he's making an entertaining fight.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. Like again, I said I can't believe he's taking the shots the way he is. He's taking big shots, crosses, flush, and just continue to march forward. So now I'm starting to wonder, is it going to have to be a body shot? I mean,
and that's where I think the investment
can he put him
needs to
down
come.
with a headshot? I don't know.
Right, and I guess beautiful, 2 uppercuts. Oh, he's a little wobbly at this point right now.
It's going to be an accumulation. You're good till you're not sometimes.
Yeah, you see those hands dropping and he's nodding his head. But folks, you guys all know that means he got touched. And he's feeling it. And you can see him lunging now, but I wouldn't lunge with the way them uppercuts is coming. I'm telling you right now.
He's slowing down a little bit, is Garcia.
Yeah, he needs to get off that center line so he doesn't get caught with those big hits.
Starting to lose some pop.
Liver shot.
He's still throwing, Garcia, but it just doesn't have the same pop as it did earlier in the fight.
Kilo, guys lean on you like that, man, just for the fans that don't know, man. How much energy does that take out of you when someone's leaning on you?
I mean, all that takes energy for sure. It's all their body weight on you, you know, unless you're training with a 150-pound vest on you, you know, it's going to take some energy for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that clinch work, that body on body can be grueling. Seems like Garcia's losing a bit of a step. Another nice body shot.
Oh, wow,
those uppercuts.
Oh, my God. I guess I had it right. Round 4. Holy shit.
It's okay.
Wow.
Oh, man. Now,
ladies and gentlemen, we're always worried about the safety of a fighter.
That's the first thing I
#1.
think about is I hope that he's going to be okay here because that, again,
Cardenas hit him with a 4 or 5 punch combo.
Shots where any of them could have been.
Let's go back to the replay right here.
The one.
Body shot.
That one started. That was the beginning of the end.
Uppercut. Uppercut. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Toscano, safety is priority for all of our fighters, everybody in attendance. The referees and the doctors in the ring right now making sure that he's okay, and this is something that is priority when you're on a Toscano event.
Oh, you hate to see. Oh, that was the last one. But it was 4 or 5 flush shots.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he was already going down when that last shot hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's tough to see.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay, you guys.
I saw him move.
Yeah, he's been down for a minute.
We love to see a great fight. He is moving. The doctors are talking to him. He's starting to acknowledge some of the words that they're saying. You know, one thing you guys got to remember, these guys are all athletes. They have families, they have corners, they have a lot of people that care about them. And as much as we want to see a very competitive event, boxing is a highly dangerous sport.
You don't play boxing, guys.
No,
People
and as
get
you can
hurt all the time.
and as you can see, this individual is still a little down like that. So, instantly prayers to him. He'll be okay, definitely. We got some great doctors in the ring right now.
Yeah, everything's moving. You know, it seems like he's talking to the doctors.
And here's this replay again, you guys, so you guys can see what's going on.
Check out that finish one more time.
He said all that kind of jab is there.
Oh yeah. We're getting out of the way here as the paramedics are coming in to take out Garcia.
Body shot was to set that up. Uppercut, uppercut, left hook, right hook, left hook. You know, this is the part of the sport that we do not enjoy, you know. And special thank you to everybody in Stockton for acknowledging this young man, clapping for him to get up.
Yeah, I mean, they're warriors. At the end of the day, there's respect between the two. And
right. You know, we want to see everybody go home. We want to see everybody go home to their family, their friends, you know, and enjoy a win or a loss. You choose to be competitive, and we appreciate it.
Well, yeah, you know, even though someone's an opponent on one night, you're all brothers. You kind of live the same lifestyle, a unique lifestyle. So you know the guy across the ring from you, you know, has made the same type of sacrifices you had to make, and there's definitely a respect there. And so it's good to see these Stockton boxing fans appreciate, you know, the sacrifice that Garcia made.
A lot of fighters, you know, they're fighting for money. You know, they're fighting for their families. They're fighting for their dreams. They're fighting to become somebody, and they're putting everything on the line. You know, everything that they live and stand for at the end of the day. So we definitely don't want to see somebody hurt, and they got families depending on them and going to them. And yeah, it's always unfortunate when you have something bad happen to somebody in boxing. You know, people lose their lives. Some people end up in critical conditions, and yeah, we definitely don't want to see that.
But as we see Garcia, you know, get up, and it seems like he's, you know, getting himself back again, we can start to appreciate the performance that Cardenas put on tonight.
That was crazy.
And you know, and it goes back to, like I was saying, man, Cardenas spends a lot of time in the gym with a lot of world champions over there with Robert Garcia. He's seen a lot. He's getting put through a lot. And look at the sportsmanship right
Love
now.
this.
This is what we
Listen
love
to the
to
whole
see.
crowd clapping.
Yeah, no, he's a class act for sure. I met him last time when we fought.
Oh, yeah, great kid.
I talked to him a little bit earlier. Great sportsmanship. He's definitely going viral with that knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely going viral with that knockout, man. You know, Kilo, I am so blessed to have you here, man. You know, I've always been a fan of you, and you're a friend of mine as well. You know, best of luck to you, man. You've been calling for this. You kept saying, you said, Shelly, man, as soon as I get a shot to be on a big stage, because you know the game. You know the game. I remember it was a couple years ago. There was actually another big fight. Was it last year on the...
I was supposed to fight on Showtime.
You were supposed to fight on Showtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, this stoppage comes with a time of 2 minutes, 22 seconds in round number 4. Tenemos el tiempo oficial, 2 minutos 22 segundos en el cuarto asalto. Declaring your winner by way of KO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout, Saguayo, Michoacán, and Riverside, California, Arturo Cardenas.
Another fight. Hand raised again. He moves on undefeated. It's going to be very interesting to see where this kid ends up, man, because he's very tight, good fighter, great
I'm
skill.
here once again with your winner, Arturo Cardenas. Man, what a performance you put on tonight from start to finish. Every punch so crisp, so clean. You seem so calm in there. What were your thoughts going into the fight, and how did you feel in the ring tonight?
You know, I know I was going to go with a really tough fighter. You know, he's a really good guy. And we had to do our work. You know, this is a job for us. But first of all, I hope he's okay, he recovers good, and go back at home with his family, you know?
Yeah, it looks like, you know, thank God he, you know, was able to get up, is talking to the doctor and whatnot, and then you can kind of really celebrate your victory once you know your opponent is okay. And big shout out to Stockton and the fans here to give the respect they did to him. You know, just understanding what you guys are really sacrificing and laying on the line in here. This was the next step up, 8-round main event. You just keep moving up the ladder and you just keep doing things like this. What are you eyeing in the future? What are your goals in this sport? What do you think is next for you in boxing?
You know, we're going to keep on building like good knockouts like this one, you know, and we're going to keep on working hard until we get to that opportunity for a fighter for a belt. And we're just going to keep on working harder and harder and harder until we get to that opportunity.
Yeah, this was a tough kid. I mean, you were hitting him with some shots. There had to be a point in that fight where you're like, man, what is this guy made of? Because you were hitting him flush crosses, just knocking his head back, and he just kept coming forward. What did your corner tell you in between rounds to stay the course and kind of stick to the game plan and eventually get that astounding knockout you got in the end?
You know, they were keep on telling me to like relax, chill, keep on doing your work, don't get crazy, just keep on doing what you're doing good, keep on counter punching and everything. And yeah, we did a good job with my team, especially my team that they were working with me really good.
You're with Arturo Garcia Boxing Academy. Great team, great pedigree. Every time you step in the ring, people expect a lot from you, and every time you deliver. That was one of the best knockouts we've seen here for Toscano, and we've seen some great knockouts. So glad you're such a great kid outside of the ring as well, and it's just great to see people like you, men like you in the boxing ring, in the boxing world. Keep it up, man. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you again. Let's hear it one more time. Your main event winner, Arturo Cardenas.
And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Toscano Boxing Promotions, our sponsors, Chase Chevrolet, Chicken Ranch Casino, and Secas Michelada Mix, we thank you for your sponsorship. To the California State Athletic Commission, thank you for the support. For all the families and friends out there that came out to this historical venue, such as the Memorial Civic Auditorium here in Stockton, thank you for coming. We'll see you then. Drive safely, safe travels, God bless. My name is Pablo Flores. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Arturo, come down. Guys, what a night. Toscano Boxing Rising Stars does it again. 7 amazing fights, some incredible finishes, some crazy wars. Shelly, I mean, again, any of these could have been fight of the night, but that last performance, obviously performance of the night, but what was your favorite fight as far as most competitive fight you saw tonight?
It has to be the main event. Absolutely. Like when this fight was going on, these individuals were going back and forth. I didn't know it was a clean
Speaking of the main event, we have the winner here, and now double digits, 10-0, Arturo Cardenas, man. What a performance tonight, man. How are you feeling? I mean, that was a vicious knockout.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good, I'm relaxed. I'm just, like I said, I hope he's okay and everything. Go back home with his family really good, I'm really good.
Yeah, well, how was, this camp for this fight? I mean, every time we see you, you seem like you're so relaxed. Do you ever start to, you come from a really, big camp, a well-known camp. Is there a feeling of high expectations for you to go out there and have great performances every single time you step in the ring?
What keeps me motivated is a part of the work that we do, right? It's my family, all the sacrifices that we have to do. My family's in Mexico. I'm by myself over here. I have brothers that live in Oakland, but they're 6-7 hours away from me, But that's what motivates me, thinking about my family, all the sacrifices that they've done, everything that they've been doing for me, and all my fans too, But I feel really motivated. I always get up in that ring just to do my work. Just like how we work in the gym, we work really hard, and the same thing in the top of the ring.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to be so far away from family and stay motivated, but they inspire you to just keep going and digging and reaching for that dream here. And you just keep climbing closer and closer. You just keep knocking down all those, well, he's got to do this, he's got to do that. And you just keep rising to the occasion. It's just great to see you, come and do your thing, and it's an honor to have you on the Toscano team as well, I mean, we've been supporting you for a long time, and I've got to see you since, years now.
First time, since the first time. I remember that. I remember when I got here, my first time was in 2020, 21, and I saw you right here doing that interview, and I remember, this is really good for me. I really see that I'm really working hard, and things are going really good. So that's going to keep on motivating and keep on working harder and harder until we get that big opportunity, big shot to go for a title.
Yeah, and I think, those type of thoughts are starting to be had by everybody in the boxing world here. And, I know Toscano loves having you. I remember the first time we saw you, Israel comes over and he goes, watch this kid.
Oh, future world champion.
No, he's good. No, this kid's good. And it was earlier in the card, and so now it's cool to just see you move up the card. Now your main event. Win with that super impressive performance, man, and it's just a pleasure to have you. Shelly, man, you've seen him, kind of grow up in the ring as well. What are your thoughts on Arturo?
Man, I'm super impressed with what you're doing. Just a question for you, for the fans that don't understand. How much of a role does it play for you to be in a gym with world champions and ex-world champions for the skill set that you bring to boxing events like this?
Like you said, you have been working with really good champs, especially my team, Arturo Garcia. And it's really good because I'm gaining so much experience from them, from world champions, ex-world champions. And it's really awesome for me to it motivates me too to be aside of that people, really good champs, future world champions. And it's a really good feeling, man,
No, and I appreciate that. And one of the first things that you talked about was family, and that's huge, man. So I know where your heart's at. And for you to be separated and be this focused, I know you're 100% committed to boxing. So since you've given us everything over here, man, look into that camera right there and say hello to your family back in Mexico. Looking at you.
I'm going to say in Spanish. Can
I?
No,
absolutely. Man, it's your floor is yours.
Les mando un saludos a mi familia que están apoyándome siempre, a mis amigos, en especial a todos los que me han apoyado. Leo, Mario, y todos los que me faltan pronunciar. Les mando un saludo a toda mi gente de Zaguayo y a mi familia en especial.
Man, well said. Hey, we really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's always going to be a pleasure.
I got a fanboy out. We got to get that photo here. Right on, man.
Hey, we know you're a superstar already.
Thank you.
But I'm happy to see where you go, man. Congratulations. Stay blessed and keep working hard.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys for the interview, and I hope you guys be good too.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yep.
Have a great night. Safe travels back, man.
Thank you, bro.
Well, that's going to conclude our show here tonight. Another awesome card of high-level rising stars in the game coming out, putting on great performances. Some surprises here. We had that draw with Gonzalez and Bracamontes. A lot of boos after that one, but like you said, it was a coin flip at this point. So
it's a coin flip.
So a draw is not that bad. Unfortunately, Wade Jones trying to return to Stockton victorious, and he got caught with a perfect shot.
And Wade was doing really well in that fight. He got in a situation when they were both mixing up, and there's two guys that are willing to throw and accept what the other one's going to bring to the table. So hey, you know what? When you get into a fire match like that, shit, we're both throwing bombs.
Two warriors go at it.
That's what it
is.
Anything
can happen.
On the shield. You get what I'm saying? So iron sharpens iron. To see two guys like that have seen each other in the ring before, then they were kind of clash.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because they've both been on a Toscano card. They just have never been in the ring together, and we've seen it for the first time.
Yeah, great performance from, everyone on the card here tonight really came out, even though some of the matches were a young stud coming up against an experienced guy, you saw the back and forth of that experience versus that youth and energy, and you could kind of see the way they were working and adapting in the ring, and it was just cool to see those great matchups once again, and great calling these fights with you again, Shelly.
Always,
man. Every
Brandon.
time I'm ringside with you, it's going to be a good night, I already know.
Ringside, Kyle. And before I go, a special shout out to Manuel Jaimes, who was going to be our headliner for the event. He has some things going on with his family. We want to send you our love and our prayers from me and Brandon, from Toscano, and from the whole fight world. Manuel, we're always thinking about you, my guy.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time, my man, and we will see you guys next time when we return for Toscano Boxing Rising Stars once again. Good night.